I'm not even on the right page. Hold on. There we go. Great start.
Another stream without scroll.
Good morning, everybody. We're back finally.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
We are a group of fools, clowns, and at least 7 chipmunks in a trench coat. Here to play D&D. We're back with Tyranny of Dragons. We need to come up with an actual name for the campaign that isn't just the book's name. But we'll figure that out later. But we are back. Crimson is back from being sick. Mei is back from being Mei. Yasha's here. Kara's awesome. We're good to go.
And we survived being kicked out of the house.
I was gonna say some stuff happened unless they want to talk about it.
No, don't worry. I talked about it on stream yesterday, so it's public knowledge.
But yes, we're back now. There were some complications. But we're back, and we're ready to start up. Quick overview, just in case people forgot.
And because I wasn't here.
And Crimson wasn't here. We'll do a quick recap of everything. A group of adventurers were hired by merchants to deliver stuff to Greenest. They were attacked on their way there, ended up in some shenanigans and extortions abounds as they got more gold, threatened for more gold. Leela got into a fight with a dragonborn and got her butt kicked in a cool new scar. And then they extorted, well, they didn't extort, but they agreed to continue hunting down the cultists. Got some new gear and some items from the town for support, and then started to explore to try to find where the cultists' main hideout was. After exploring for a bit, they ran into a roving band of bandits, and Crimson went wide-eyed and dazed for the remainder of the couple of hours, and just Eldritch Blast a lot of cultist nuts off. He kept going for those nuts for some reason. Don't know why. And after interrogating one cultist and getting minor info, they were able to deduce the location of the rear guard to prevent themselves from being ambushed and murderified. They skirted around, finding out that they could then ambush the ambushers. Decided to ambush the ambushers and kicked ass as Leela went beast mode, and Red literally decimated them all with magical blades of death. And in the end, they captured the veteran. It was a veteran, if I'm not mistaken. It was a veteran. I'm just going to go with veteran. And after interrogating him for a minute and not getting enough of a roll to pass this persuasionable check, he then decided to off himself by biting his own tongue to not reveal any info. And in the meantime of searching his corpse, Red found a parchment, a scroll, and then took 11 minutes to identify it before God could really think of anything to do, because God decided to say a scroll without thinking it through. And here we are now, as our adventurers have now fully regained, with multiple corpses around them, a scroll parchment that I will explain in further detail now that I've actually thought of a way to use this. After identifying it, Red, you have found that this parchment is a missive with orders and operations for them to do, and the location of the main camp. Retconning anything I said in the previous one, because I don't remember anything in the last session for what I told.
Yippee.
But it is a missive that contains the information and their orders and the location of the main camp. It is, in essence, a map of the main camp that I will allow you to use once we switch over to the other thing when we get there.
Yeah, no worries. What's the nature of the enchantment?
It was just a minor illusion to basically make it look like a blank piece of parchment.
Oh, I see. Okay.
That way, anybody who picks it up, any normal person will be like, oh, it's a blank thing, throw it away. And you are all now here standing over a corpse with the guide to the main camp to see if you can rescue any people. Find Leo Sin, the monk that was supposedly captured or has disappeared that you were asked to help find, along with any treasures, you can receive to bring back to Greenest. And here you are.
Hunt down the what's his name Monday that we were looking at the other time. What was his name again?
Trauma Monday.
Trauma Monday. Yeah, that one.
Fraulum Mondath. Trauma Monday,
Yeah,
yes.
Trauma Monday.
Yeah,
sure it's Trauma
you just
Monday.
said the same thing twice. You know.
Yeah, I mean, we keep saying Trauma Monday, so it must be Trauma Monday.
Yeah.
We wouldn't
There's
be
no
getting
way
it
I'm
this
remembering
wrong.
wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If we all remember it being Trauma Monday, it's got to be right.
Yeah.
So now, adventurers, what is your next plan of action? What are you guys doing now?
Well, before we
I'm gonna
continue,
burn
I
that
have a perfect idea for myself right now. So, since I wasn't here last time, and right before that we hit level 3 and I became the Celestial Warlock, I'll just use it as an excuse that my character was dazed during that last session because his new patron came to him in his dazed mind, and throughout that entire session they were discussing the future. Good enough excuse, right?
Celestial introspection.
Whatever that means.
All right. That sounds like a good excuse. I will allow it.
So,
Everybody, look! I've found a map. And I hold up the map to show everybody who is paying, who wants to look.
Hion looks at the map and looks at the course and looks at the map. So, if he wanted to keep this a secret, why did he kill himself? It doesn't make a difference. We would have gotten the information anyway. If he didn't kill himself, he would have kept the information more secret.
Maybe he knew more secrets than just this map. There's no way for us to ask him now. But it's fine. We only really wanted to know where the camp is.
More than enough.
How far away does the camp appear to be?
Does it actually say on here?
Behind the cherry tree on the mountaintop next to the river on top of the volcanic eruption.
It doesn't say exactly, but I'm going to say you're currently maybe a couple of miles, 2 or 3 miles from the main location. If
Right, and is this still the same day? Like we were at...
it's maybe you traveled for a couple hours to get to the first group, maybe an hour for the next one. So maybe it's about midday now,
midday.
about
Okay.
a little afternoon.
And does this appear to be a permanent camp, or are they just setting this camp up as like a way stop?
From the scroll that you
From the nut.
identified, it just mentions to meet back up at the camp in a couple of days, to stay there
Okay,
and then meet back in a couple
Perfect,
of
that
days.
answers my question. So it does sound like we have a couple of days at least of this camp being nearby. We could rest and prepare a plan. How large does this camp appear to be? Are we talking hundreds of people?
From the size of the map you have you have gotten, it is a decently sized camp that could fit well over 100 plus individuals. Just from the
Right,
size
and we're
that you
not
can
going to
gauge.
war. There's only 4 of us. We're not going to be able to go to war with all of these cultists if there's so many. So we'll probably want to sneak in and do whatever we need to do. What were our goals again? We had some monk that we're keeping an eye out for, right?
Are you asking me or are you asking the party?
I'm asking the group.
Okay, just making sure.
Right.
That
So
guy's
effectively,
master. DM, it looks like all of our player characters can't remember yesterday. What was the side mission we picked up?
You have a couple of things you were tasked to do: finding any treasures that belong to Greenest and returning them, if you find them. You get a reward for that. You are tasked with taking whatever treasure you want to, barring it's not belonging to Greenest, as the Governor Nighthill mentioned that he doesn't mind if you do that, since technically no other place really matters. A monk came by asking for help finding his master. Leosin, who was suspected to have disappeared during the raid and seems to have may have been kidnapped or taken by the cultist. And I think that's about it.
Okay, so it's possible that this will be some kind of a stealth mission. What are the cultists that we've killed? What are they wearing mostly?
The cultists you've basically killed have been like grayish robes. Oh, hold on. Actually, it tells right here.
So, but like in terms of like when we've been dealing with these cultists, for the most part, it's just dudes in robes, right?
For the most part, aside from the last couple of ones, the veteran that you killed, and
Yeah.
aside from the veteran, most of them have all just been shabby, hand-me-down initiate type robes. The veteran was the only one wearing an actual, slightly more detailed robe.
Right, and how covered up are their faces in these robes?
I don't think it actually says, but for the initiates, I'm gonna say that they weren't covered up. Maybe a mask under their face.
I would say, let's say they have a mask, like one of those funky initiate masks. Because they're
Yeah,
not important
it's
enough to show
very,
their face.
very crappy, low-tier Halloween type mask.
And how many dead cultists are there around us right now? These ones might not do. A lot of these have crotch holes in them now.
One of them's missing a head too, so you're all covered in blood. There were
What?
6 cultists, 2 acolytes, and 1 veteran.
Okay, so that's plenty of robes. Hang on. Hang on, didn't you say you had a mending cantrip?
I do.
We
Actually,
might be able to patch up some of these robes and make simple disguises. I don't know if we're the best on our feet for trying to sneak into a camp. So maybe we just walk in and try and deceive our way to where we need to go?
Ion opens his book, checking the spell. I would say we have a good chance in infiltrating. These people are fairly dumb.
The
I think
initiates
we
are.
can manage.
Possibly.
What are the
The-
chances that there are more veterans than initiates?
Well, I think it's quite likely that they will have some more veterans at the camp, but the ratio does seem to be going in our favor here. There's seems to be an awful lot more of these untrained initiates and acolytes than the veterans. So I think we might be able to just.
And these childish masks, I would say we have a good chance in
I
infiltrating.
think
them.
so. I think it would just be that simple, right? Especially because we'll know where we're going because of the map. If you just walk like you know where you're going, people tend not to stop you.
That
As long as we keep the bear away, we should be good.
The tiger.
Maymay's
I
familiar.
know his animals.
Is the tiger always with us now, or does he come and go?
That's up to
Well,
Maymay.
Always with us, cause I can't live without it. Snuggly, snuggly.
But
Can
can
he
you,
not
like,
like summon him
desummon it?
and dismiss it? Yeah.
I don't need to do that. He can just stay always with us.
Right, but it's gonna be if we're trying to sneak into this camp, the spirit tiger is gonna be a bit of a giveaway.
But I don't want to walk. Fine, I'll unsummon it.
Okay,
But
cool. So you can summon him. and summon it.
Outside
That's
the
good.
hideout.
Okay, well you don't need to unsummon him now. It was just asking if you could, if we needed to.
I can.
Okay.
Then I think we're good.
I think so. Let's find the 4 least fucked up pairs of robes that we can, and 4 masks, and then mend and clean them the best we can. And maybe we spend the night preparing.
I would say that's a good plan.
Probably
Yeah,
a bit
have
far
a
from
long
here
rest.
though, in case these guys are expecting any company.
You know, open field.
Yeah, and it didn't work out well for them, so
All right. So you guys are gonna take some time to gather up some robes and mend them
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah. If there's like a stream nearby, we can wash them. Because these guys do look a bit stinky as well.
There is not a stream nearby.
Okay.
It's mainly rocks and
Stream in the
trees.
background.
There is not a stream. There's rocks.
I can
well,
make a stream.
not that kind of stream. Well, we can mend them for now and hopefully fix them. I think some of the blood stains are maybe a problem.
Is Hyon, are you the only one that has mending?
Yes.
All right. I want you to roll me a performance check, just to get a feel for how this mending's gonna go.
Sure. How convenient that I have +4 in for performance. I would say that worked.
That is perfect. That is a dirty 20. That's good. So your mending is perfect. You get all the robes you guys choose to take are mended to perfection. Unfortunately, some of the blood is still there. The parts that are mended.
What the mending spell does, though, it just reverts it to what it was. It's not like a welder where you can do a good job and a bad job. I think it just rewinds time on broken
It
objects.
says it leaves no trace of the former damage.
Well, that's what I was meaning. Like, the damage itself is completed, but anything around the damaged spot would still be there, wouldn't it?
It
Well,
doesn't say anything about.
if there's a hole in a pair of jeans, it just closes the hole. It's not. Yeah, you can't really do a good job or a bad job with it. It just kind of it mends.
I mean, we can always say
Like, the
that
blood would
we
still be
found the
there no
enemy.
matter what.
Well, that's what I was asking. Like, would the blood still be there,
Yeah.
basically?
It
So,
wouldn't
like,
do anything about the blood.
yeah, so you repair it perfectly, and you see nice, pristine spots, and then blood throughout. And thankfully, you got the ones that are pretty not super bloody. Couple splotches here. Nothing that would arouse suspicion.
Okay, well these ones don't look too bad then. Maybe they don't need a wash.
I will say the one Lila wears is short because she's so tall.
That's a good point. Leela, can you take the antlers off, or is that Gorilla Glue? Are they just on there?
Gorilla, glue.
We might need to think of something. Do I have any spells that could help with that? Let me have a look.
I mean, if anybody has a sewing kit, we could just make it longer.
Maybe.
I will say when you look at all of the different robes, they all seem to be the exact same size. So it
Yeah,
seems like
but-
they may not actually even be tailoring these to people.
Humanoids.
That
I
or
think
they're
we're
trying
gonna
to
really
get-
struggle. I think we're gonna really struggle for Leela because she's like 18 foot tall and has antlers. That's not something you can hide with a hood. What if we pretend that she's a prisoner?
You
These
also
guys
have
are
a cart.
capturing people from the village, right?
You guys do have a cart you
could.
could hide her in.
I was thinking it might be best to stash the cart.
That is true.
Here's an idea. Since we're
And again,
already
we do
covered
have
in
a
blood,
No.
we could say that we caught the adventurers, and she's the only prisoner that's left alive.
Yeah, yeah, we
and
could
that's
do.
why we're bloody.
Yeah, that would work. As for the car, I don't think it's a good idea to take the car into the camp because getting it out again might be really difficult, and then we would lose our stuff and our poor horse. It's probably best if we stash it nearby so we can make an escape.
I would say it's a good idea. Let's stash it and make sure that nobody can find it, just us. We don't want it to be taken away before we can use it to get away.
Yeah. Yeah. Just trying to think. Are there any shackles or anything that we can... chains or something? Maybe rope? We could do like a loose knot. I think I might have some rope.
We could make rope from the bloody robes.
No, because that would look silly. Oh no, that's robe. Not rope. Be is one way. Does anybody have any rope? Check your packs.
I have rope.
How convenient.
I always have rope.
Leela, well done.
You were preparing for when you needed to play the prisoner.
Are we? Would you mind if we tied you up and pretended like you were a prisoner?
Oh, how unrealistic, but I guess no.
I mean, we could give you a big wound to show that we beat you.
It's even more unrealistic.
Yeah, you wound me.
God does want to remind you that she was beat the crap out of in that fight.
But
one?
was
Yeah,
cocky, was cocky lizard man. These people my level, you see.
Yeah, how could we...
Okay, I hold very still, and somebody can stab me a little bit.
Well, let's not do it, because I've seen you heal overnight so many times from all different kinds of wounds. If we're sleeping, there's no point stabbing you now, because you'll just heal it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
We could also just use
We
the
can stab me in
corpses
the
and the
morning.
blood.
Oh, what if I stab my rapier into you, like all
Yeah.
the way through, and then if I need it,
Yeah.
I'll just pull it out,
Yeah, that
Like-
would work.
like all the way through your shoulder, maybe.
Yeah, that would
Do you think
work.
you could still breathe okay if it went through your lung? Because that would look really convincing.
No, yeah, I could totally breathe fine. Big
Yeah. Just use
Yeah.
one lung. Just use the other. You only need one lung, I think.
yeah.
Two idiots.
Kion just looks at Luna and just holds his head.
I won't stop them.
Okay, so what is your
fine,
guys'
these
plan
people.
currently? You guys mended the robes.
Yeah.
You're gonna
I think
wait
we can start
overnight?
heading out. So I'll use the map. Is the map quite zoomed out so it shows like the surrounding?
The
scenery and
actual camp map? No, it's not. It's basically just the camp.
stuff? Oh, then how do we know where it? Oh, okay.
Like you know it's basically showing you it's like the straight path to go, which is basically just following the road,
Okay, right.
and then it shows you the actual camp itself.
Yeah. Well, let's try and... It would be really nice if we could scout the camp out. Are there any hills overlooking the camp or any, like, big mountains or something?
The current area you're in is slightly elevated. You're like in a
Yeah,
low
it's
plain,
quite
and you have
mountainous.
hills, and you see as you look over in the direction the map is kind of showing you towards, the hills kind of get higher, and the cliffs start to spike up, like rocky cliffs jetting out from the thing. So you could veer off the path and get up higher to circumvent.
Yeah. So I think what we'll do is we'll follow the road until we're quite, like, near-ish to the camp. Not super near to the camp, maybe like half a mile away from the camp. We'll stash the car well off the road, well hidden. And tie up the horse and stuff. And then we'll see if we can get up into the hills, into like the cliffs. So we have a vantage point of their camp, and we'll camp up in the cliffs. Is that possible? Do you think that's possible? Would the terrain provide that?
Yeah, you'd be perfectly able to do that. There's trees and stuff up on top of the cliffs and stuff, so...
Perfect. Just no fireplace tonight.
So you guys are going to proceed a little bit further, closer to the camp, and then do all your stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
Unless anyone's got any problems with that.
No problems for me.
No problems.
All right. We'll marry Sue the traveling. You travel further with no interruptions. Clouds start forming and fade away. The rocks get higher. It's pretty sparse. There's nothing interesting. You start to see the pathway lead to a more confined pattern as the rocks flow through. And you realize you're not super far from the camp. You can see some smoke rising up from the distance. So you guys veer off to the side and prepare your cart, strap it up, whatever you need to do. And you guys settle in for a full night's sleep.
Yeah, we can see the camp from here now, then?
Yeah, I'll switch over so you guys can see it.
Yeah, I want to see, because that might help us plan out what we're going to do.
So this is the raider camp.
Oh, perfect. Look at all these cliffs. So are we up on one of these cliffs, then?
Yeah.
Perfect.
I'll move you guys. You guys are here, so I'll move you. We'll move you over to this side. Over
Big.
here. Only because the other one is next to a thing. So you guys are over here. It doesn't look like there's trees, but we'll BS it. There's some trees and stuff, and you guys can see down into the camp and all the shenanigans that go through it. So as you can see from where you are now, well, are you guys gonna rest first, or what's your plan?
Well, we're doing both, really. We're kind of camping down. No fireplace, of course.
All right, so you're basically
I'm just kind of
camping.
watching the camp as they finish up their day and seeing where people go, what buildings and so on. Trying to stay out of sight as well.
It's now getting to the afternoon. The sun's starting to go down. The fires are still going bright. From what you can see where you're at now, you currently see that this area, the first entrance area, has a lot of tents. They're very shoddily made, mud, the usual quick patchwork for tents. You can see a lot of kobolds, mainly kobolds in this area, walking around, doing whatever kobolds do. You see a watchtower closer to the front, manned by kobolds. And then as you look to the further side, it gets a little harder to see because you're further away from it. But you notice that it seems to be that there's more refined tents. The tents seem to be better put together. And you can see more of the cultists walking around. You can't really see too much in the back. You can see one other watchtower in the back because of how tall it is. But you can't see much from it. So what you can currently see is kobolds in the front and cultists seem to be in the back.
So where exactly are we right now? The top left? Is that the entrance?
Yeah, hold on. You guys are right over here.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it seems like there's one way in, one way out. So that's going to be a question for tomorrow is, do we try and slide down this cliff and pretend like we've been in the camp the whole time, or do we try and come in through the front door? Do these cliffs look like we could get down safely?
The cliff you're at right now is a little steep.
Yeah.
Like if you were to walk in further, you could do it. As you can see on the other side, there's a jagged cliff, and from the angle you're at right now, you can see that there's one spot on the side you're on that you could probably do. But it is still a decent sized drop.
Yeah.
Let me see if it actually tells me. It does not tell me. Wait, it does. Yeah, you could climb down. You can actually climb down. They're steep, but they do have the ability to climb down, as per what the book told me. So you could climb down. There's footholds, but it would be very suspicious.
It would be, especially with that.
We're so tiny.
The watchtower on the other side will probably see us we could possibly do something about that watchtower and then climb down.
I was
But-
about to say we could go and raid that watchtower because the watchtower itself is on a lower elevation, so it would make it easier for us to climb
Yeah.
down.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we could have a good vantage point over the rest of the camp. Unless
No.
the other one can see what this one is doing.
You can tell that the watchtowers are about 20 feet high. Both of them seem to be constructed about the same height. But one of them is on an elevated cliff.
Yeah, it's the cliff one that I'm the most worried about.
Yeah, that's the one we should take out first.
Well, do we want to take them out? I feel like that could. So the worst case scenario from trying to do that, right, is that the alarm could go up, and then everyone looks up and they sees us on that watchtower, and then this whole thing just gets incredibly difficult. In fact, we probably would just have to bail. I don't think we could do it anymore. That sounds like
Yeah.
a pretty high stakes.
But it is more dangerous to keep two watchtowers staring at us and able to notice
Yeah,
everything
well, if we would-
do.
I think the watchtowers would be a problem if we were going to try and do stealth. But if we're going to be wearing disguises, we could maybe just walk through the front door. This is the big question: is what angle we want to attack from, really.
Go ahead and one of you or all of you can give me a perception check real quick.
All right, perception. Let's see. Let's see if I know it.
Let's see how blind we are.
Oh, where's perception? Oh,
I was about to say I'm pretty blind, but I did pretty good.
perception. Okay. Oh, nice.
All right, I'll tally it as a group because you're all basically doing the same thing. You can see currently that there are some stragglers entering the camp. You see a couple, maybe one or two kobolds come in, maybe a cultist and a kobold, and they don't seem to be getting flagged down or checked at all.
Oh wow!
Interesting.
Hang on, do you see that?
It seems we might have a chance.
You see there's a few kobolds and maybe a cultist or two right at the entrance that look at them to make sure, but they don't seem to really care. They just all seem to be celebrating.
How about this? If we can't make, oh my god, I'm so sorry. What's your name? So much zoom.
We have Red and Kara, Red and Leela, and Luna.
So if we can't make Leela's wound look believable, how about we enter as the cultists, and Leela, you go to that watchtower, and if the watchtower tries anything, you strike them down, and you are our backup.
Possible. It's that is possible. It might not be a good idea. Might not be a bad idea. I do have a spell that could really help here called Featherfall. This is something I was thinking about. Let me just read this. Because I think I can cast it on more than one person. Right, so I can cast this spell on multiple people. So maybe I could go with Leela. And that way, if Leela needs to get down, I could help her get down.
How long
It's
does
not-
Featherfall last?
It's for falling, so it lasts for a minute.
I see.
It's more than enough time to get down from the cliff safely, but it wouldn't be stealthy. So it would be kind of like an emergency situation. I really want to try and avoid that though, just because I mean, look at this place; it's boxed in. It's like when we are in there, we are going to get absolutely swarmed if we get detected, and there's only one way out.
Well, let's hope that we can make that prisoner act believable then.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, Red stabbed me, and I go, ow, ow, oh, I'm captive, and they'll believe, easy.
yeah. I mean, we could. I don't know. Leela, what do you think?
I just said what I think.
You think we should do? You think we should do the prisoner plan?
Yeah, just waltz in right to front door.
I mean, it does look pretty easy.
Yeah, just
The
give me
next
a good
question
stab.
is, I can give you a good stab. The next question is, where are we going? Can we see the treasure or where the prisoners are being kept from here?
You can see that there are
Okay.
some prisoners nearby the area you're in. Let me grab the
Oh, because
draw
also
thingy.
We'll need to know where to take Leela.
You can see
yeah,
that there's one main group of prisoners currently in the first area. Around this area. I drew it on the map.
Because
I
if
will
I'm a
forget.
prisoner and they take me with the other prisoners, I can also start freeing the prisoners.
Yeah, and I was thinking about this as well. If this master is a trained monk, he might actually be able to help us.
Right.
That could work. We could maybe leave Leela with the other prisoners while we go for the treasure. Oh, hang on. A plan is coming together here. So, Leela, listen in. What if we take Leela to the prisoner pens, okay, and we leave her there, and then we go after the treasure, and then we can send a signal to Leela when we're ready to make our escape to let all the prisoners free and make a distraction.
Yeah.
That way we
Sounds
can get
good.
out with the treasure.
Yeah, sounds good to me. Yeah.
Good with me?
Go with me.
Should we put 2 people on prisoner duty then? So Leela's not all on her own.
I can be
So-
prisoner. I can summon Tiger when things get
Summoning
rough.
Tiger's a great idea actually, because that's something you can hide on you. You're not going to have any weapons, obviously, guys. Keep that in mind. So who are our most capable fighters without any weapons?
I can summon Tiger.
Summon
I was about to
Tiger.
say that having the tiger as a backup would be great if Luna went as a prisoner with them. Because she wouldn't be helpless. She has a tiger.
What are the components to summon your tiger?
I think I just summoned Tiger.
You don't have to verbally or anything like that.
No.
Okay.
It's not likely to be a spell. Let's have a look.
I think it's just a spirit companion, isn't it?
Yeah, probably just pops
Yeah.
up when you will it to death.
Let's
Tiger! Tiger pops into existence.
classes. Have a look at this. It's Hunter, isn't it? Ranger. Beastmaster, right?
Yeah.
Primal companion. Magically summon. Okay. Oh, okay. This is weird. I think you can just summon them over and over again, whatever type you want.
Yeah, I'm invincible when it comes to companions.
If the beast has died within the last hour.
Yeah, it doesn't mention anything about needing anything, so yeah.
Right. So it takes
You can-
a
you
spell
just-
slot to. Yeah.
Yeah, you just will it into existence, basically.
Right, and then when you finish a long rest, you can summon a different primal beast.
Oh, that
So
know.
I don't think you can actually summon and unsummon the beast. It doesn't mention any ability to do that. Sorry.
Wait, so we're gonna rest anyway right now, so that means that if we rest now, then she can just summon it inside of the camp afterwards.
No,
Because she did a long rest.
Summon you have to summon it as part of the long rest, so it would summon, overnight. But you could maybe swap it out for a bird and keep it up in the sky.
She could also keep it on top here on the cliff, and if needed, it can just jump down to help.
Yeah, that's also a good idea. I think it will take 4 damage though.
Will it though? It's a spirit. No?
It does have health.
I mean, it has health. The ground can hurt it just as much as any blade or arrow.
But
Can
what
I
are
just
the
have a
hooves made of?
overnight-sized bird?
What was that, Luna?
Can I just have a Corviknight-sized bird, and we will solve this issue?
Yeah, so beast of the sky, small beast.
So you
So
can't
you
have
could have
a
like a
huge
hawk or
bird.
something. And then you can make it a tiger tomorrow night.
Talk to him.
Yes. Yes, Yasha, hawk to her.
So are we planning to spend more than just a few hours here? Because then she
Probably
could
not.
go into the camp with the bird, and while resting at night, then she turns it into a tiger.
No. Because where would the rest of us sleep?
I mean,
And do you
unless
really
they
want to
were
sleep? Do you really want to be a prisoner for the night? You won't have a comfy bed.
What are the roofs made of on these tents? Can the tiger just jump on them to avoid fall damage?
The tents you're nearby are shoddy tents. They're basically
Video game logic.
they are basically like trash bags.
I think
No
the
bushes,
beast
no nothing?
is.
No.
I think
Sticks
the
and
beast is a
trash
small
bags.
part of the plan. It's not necessary to min-max it to perfection. Luna, are you happy to make your beast into a bird tonight?
Sure, I don't mind.
Yeah, and then the night afterwards, you can make it back into a tiger, if that's what you prefer.
I prefer tigers, yes.
Yeah, perfect. I wonder if we could maybe stash some weaponry on you that's harder to find. I have some daggers.
I mean, we could have the bird hold on to it and just drop it down when needed.
Oh, wait, could the bird carry the great axe?
That depends
I
how
don't know.
great it is.
Hammer.
How heavy is the thing?
Yeah, how heavy is the axe?
Hammer.
Hammer. How heavy is your hammer, Leela?
Should be in your inventory.
5 pounds.
5 pounds.
5 pounds.
What is
so
the bird compared to?
It has 6 strength, so that should almost certainly be enough.
I
mean,
will
we can
allow
check.
it because that sounds like a very
There
good
are
idea.
rules on exactly how much one strength turns into in terms of carry weight.
I'm gonna allow it because that's a cool idea.
It's
the
a
rule
really
of
It's a
cool
cool.
primal
idea.
beast, so
We're gonna go with
it's
the
not
rule
just
of
a
cool,
basic bird.
Yes, true.
but we're gonna go with the rule of cool because that's a really nice idea.
Yay! Thank you, DM. Okay, so we'll leave the hammer up here with the bird. When the bird gets the signal, like a whistle or something, the bird will come down, and that's 2 weapons arriving at the same time.
I mean, the bow
That's
is
so cool.
pretty light, so we can just bundle it up with a hammer, no?
Yeah, tie them together. But there's also the arrows and stuff. They might go everywhere on fall.
I mean, if the
Some
bird
lizard.
just swoops down to bring the items, then it won't scatter, will it?
Luna, are you comfortable with any melee weapons? Something simpler?
I do have a melee weapon on me. Let me see the name.
Because we could, so it's going to be me and Hyon dressed as cultists, leading you guys in. One of us could carry your bow with us and see if we could stash it nearby.
I have a scimitar with me.
Yeah. So we could tie the scimitar to... Yeah, and then at least you've got the scimitar, and then ideally you could get to the bow as well. We'll leave that close by where you can see it.
Okay.
Does that all sound good?
Yeah, it sounds good.
Okay, cool. I think we have a plan, guys.
I think we're good.
Do I
to
have
go.
do I have like a message spell or something to help us communicate? Let me see.
I believe you mentioned you had one the other time.
No. No, the only thing I've really done like this is like charm person.
Oh, I think you said that I could take that as a spell. Never mind. I mean, I can control fire to signal the start of the escape, so I can just shoot the fire into the sky, and Lila will know to break free at that point.
Just make things
Yeah,
go
cool.
cool, and we will know.
Yeah, we could do that. A fire signal. I've also got my thunder wave spell. It'll make a real loud noise. We could do either of those then. So keep your eye on the sky and ears open.
All right, so you guys have the plan?
I think we've got a plan, DM.
Yeah,
All
seems
right.
all good.
We go to sleep.
All right, so just
What's
to
my
just
charm
to just to
person
quickly understand this, so I understand what you guys are doing. You're gonna sleep. You're gonna have Luna switch out her spirit for a bird. You're then going to have that bird carry around whatever weapons you want it to carry around. You're gonna have Luna and Leela pose as prisoners, while you and Hyon go throughout the camp trying to find the monk.
We're taking the prisoners. We're taking our prisoners to their prisoners, where the monk should be.
Well, as I
in
mentioned,
theory.
you only see one group of prisoners right now. You can't see all the way into the
Exactly.
further camp, so you don't know if there's more.
Well, that's okay, here's a plan. So if we don't see the monk in the first group of prisoners, we say no, these are too dangerous. Where are we keeping the dangerous prisoners? They need to go with the dangerous
Okay.
prisoners. And then there'll be we're keeping because the monk's going to be a dangerous prisoner, isn't he?
The monk is
And
going to
they
be a more
already know that
high-value
we killed
prisoner.
people.
Assuming they know that, which I mean, I imagine he probably fought to resist. So we'll see. We'll make sure we get them to the monk. That's the main goal.
Okay,
And then we'll
okay.
leave them.
I just wanted to make
Yeah.
sure. So, all right, you guys lay down for the night and do whatever you need to do to prepare, and you all
Yeah,
benefit
inflict
from
my
a long
spells.
rest.
Yippee!
Yippee!
And then I guess in the morning, Leela will be stabbed. If you're still
Oh.
going with that.
No, yeah.
Hell yeah, we're going with that.
Okay.
Maybe we need to.
Righteousness to stop me.
Stabbing is fun.
So whenever you're ready,
What
go
about
ahead and
Luna,
stab Leela for damage.
Are we doing it in the morning?
Well, what are you guys? Are you going to do it in the middle of the
yeah,
night?
as soon as we're ready to go, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to actions.
So while
Okay.
we are at it, I want to know, what is this dotted line on the map? What does it signify? Is it like an elevation, or what
It's
is it?
it's the area marking. Area
I think it
1, Area
separates
2.
the kobold part of the camp from the cultist part of the camp. That's my guess.
Yeah, that's
You can
basically
also
what it
see on
is.
the
Found a map.
overview.
Because I have the DM map, and that's basically what it looks like it is.
Cool.
Okay.
All right. You ready, Leela?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You ready? Do you want to bite down on something, or are you just gonna take it?
Now I'm fine.
Do you want to watch, or do you want to like close your eyes?
Now I wanna watch.
Okay, I'm gonna count down from 3.
Yeah.
1. I stab.
Go ahead and roll for damage. Go ahead and
Okay,
take
so
7
points of
damage.
damage, and I'm gonna
Try
jam
not to
it.
kill her, please.
I'm gonna jam it right through her lung and out the back.
Awesome.
Are you going to do this to Luna as well?
No.
So only
No,
one
no,
one of your
no.
2 prisoners is going to be injured?
Yeah. Well, it's just to sell the fact that we've subdued the big one. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, the bigger, more dangerous looking one.
All right,
Yeah.
so you stab Leela through the lung with your rapier. As it just sits there. Thankfully, you don't pull it away. She doesn't lose a lung. And you guys proceed to the entrance of the camp.
Yeah. Well, Leela, how does that feel? Can you breathe? Okay. Do you have a wheeze?
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, you can definitely
Just a
hear
flesh
it.
wound.
Just really play it up, wheeze and suck in air through the wound so it sounds like your lungs collapsing.
Yeah.
Try and
Like,
spit up some blood. Have you got any blood coming into your mouth?
Let me check.
She has some blood in her mouth.
Let that dribble down a bit, it'll look good.
Okay.
Oh, and we need to tie you both up. So, we're gonna. I'll do like loose knots around both of your hands.
That was 7 damage, right?
Yeah, 7 damage. So tie hands behind back, loosely.
Okay.
So we can like just wiggle out of it.
Yeah. So you can very easily wiggle out of it. Okay, cool. Alright,
You know, while you're tying them up, Hyon just puts like blood markings on Luna from the rapier so she doesn't look pristine. Like, we could have done
what
this.
you doing?
You did not need to stab her. What is wrong with you?
Because right now, Luna is like the most pristine out of the 4 of you. She's perfect in every way, even though she feels she should be dirtier.
Yeah,
she's somehow the
sorry,
cleanest person
Luna.
here.
Let's get
Even
some
with the
dirt
blood,
as well.
she's just radiating.
I
Yeah,
worked
blood
hard
and
for my
dirt.
image.
Blood and dirt. Sorry,
Not
Luna.
anymore.
Your image is gonna be unpristine for this battle.
Yeah,
she's like
you
Barney
definitely want her
Stinson.
to be a prisoner.
She's like Barney Stinson from How I Met Your Mother. She's perfect no matter what.
Oh, this is so crazy.
All right, so
Which one of us is going to do the talking, by the way, Hyon, when we get to the entrance?
I mean, if you want, you can do the talking. I'll do the holding of the prisoner.
I have +2 deception.
Let me see how much I have.
We shouldn't game like this, but I'm
yeah,
okay
I prefer
at
you not to
deception.
metagame.
I'm okay at deception, but you know I could be better.
God damn
If I
it,
had
I'm +4.
Yeah, if I had to rate myself on like a 5, as 1 to 5, I'd probably say I'm at like a +2. What would you say?
I would say
Don't
I'm
make me
gonna
tell you to rock,
tip
paper,
people.
scissors for it.
Okay, I think you should do the talking analysis. I'll back you up.
All right, good.
You
for
got
me.
this. You got this.
Just cracks his neck. Let's do this.
Let's do this.
Go ahead and roll me
Correct
for.
vocal cords.
Go ahead and take a crack neck. Take 20 points a day.
Damn.
All right, so you guys proceed to the camp entrance,
He
right?
broke his neck.
Yeah.
All
With
right.
my rapier poking out of Leela's lung.
Hell yeah.
You
Luna
guys
thinks
all
this is cool
you
as fuck,
guys
by the
all
way.
take
Hell
take
yeah.
about 20 minutes to travel down the pathway to get closer to the entrance to not be seen by any of the kobolds and other people who are walking by. And it's now been a day since the incident. It's now been a full day. And as you approach, it seems a little slightly different than yesterday from what you saw. They seem to be a little bit more strict, but they're still seeming to be partying, still seem to be cheering. But they do seem to stop you this time as you approach.
Of course.
Yeah, no worries. We're ready for this.
And one cultist comes up to you. Who are you people? I thought everybody was already here.
Our camp was attacked last night. We had to fight back. It took a while, but we captured 2 of the 4 attackers. The other 4, unfortunately, died in the battle. We are the only survivors.
Kobolds,
So we were thinking.
always useless. He kicks the kobold that's next to him.
Yeah, they weren't very helpful. We did manage to recover some gold though from these travelers. We believe that they were also in the town in Greenest. And I hold up my money bag.
Stragglers.
Stragglers, yeah.
Okay.
They were looking to pick us off as we were in the rear guard.
Go
It does seem
ahead.
like they were doing a good job until we came along.
I want all 4 of you to roll me a charisma check real quick.
Oh no.
Can we do deception?
You can, but Leela, you're
It
going to
feels
take a
like-
-4 to this.
It feels like me and Red
why?
should do...
Because you
deception.
fought a certain someone one-on-one.
Oh god. So
And
they
you
will be
are-
recognized.
And you're also very recognizable.
I get beat up though.
I mean, don't they have heroic inspiration to help with it?
You have it. Well, technically
still
no,
look-
because you long rested. You lost it.
Oh, you lose it on long rest.
I think you
it's
do.
still there.
Okay. So it's a good start.
It's still there though. Gonna keep it.
I mean, technically, Lilo lost that fight too, so as far as they know, she just fucking sucks.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
she is still, just for this, take a -4 to your deception check.
And you know, that fight plus the camp fight tired her out, so naturally we got her prisoner.
All right, so
Leela. Of all the deceptions.
this is so perfect and funny in so many ways.
Oh my god.
Luna,
Did you
Did
say you
you,
could
uh,
re-roll that, Leela?
Which one you want me to roll?
deception check.
Luna
Decep-
already rolled a 7 for
No,
charisma.
no,
it
no. That's not deception.
I mean, now it's... Alright.
Okay.
Deception,
Same
you
shit.
said, right?
Yes, deception.
The cultist looks at all of you. Okay.
Good enough.
All right. All right.
Yeah. 2 big rolls, a medium roll, and a low roll.
Got some prisoners with you, it seems. It's a big one.
Yeah. Yeah, these ones are pretty dangerous. They're quite wounded at the minute, but we'll probably need to keep them with the other dangerous prisoners in case they recover.
All right. All right. All right. Go ahead and go on in. He just kind of steps back and lets you guys in. He doesn't tell you anything or tell you where to go. He just lets you guys in.
I'm gonna bite your ankles.
And Lila does a very, very dramatic.
Bubbles blood.
yeah.
I'm gonna kick
I am
Leela.
just...
Move, prisoner!
I'm gonna bite your ankles.
Are you gonna bite his ankles? The cultists?
Try to bite it.
No biting, prisoner! See what I mean? A handful of
That's
these
the
two.
prisoner. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so we'll head in. So I guess we'll go slowly. I'm just gonna look around as we go.
Should we charm him to tell us where to take them?
I don't have charm today.
Oh, god.
Yeah, he didn't tell you anything. He just told you to go on in.
Oh, let's hope they don't find it weird that we don't know where to take them. So do we see the camp better now, DM?
What am I
than
doing?
yesterday?
Why don't I have...
Yeah, you're seeing it better. The current area is pretty much the same. You just know there's a lot more kobolds. From what you can see currently, let me do a little rolly roll. There are about 32 kobolds you can see right now walking around.
Oh
Wow.
my.
From like your general areas, you're walking further into the camp. I want to say you guys are maybe about here now, if you can see it on the map. You're about this area as you're walking through. And
Yeah.
you can clearly see there's a lot of kobolds. There's a couple of cultists that you can see walk around, but it's mainly kobolds. And it's a lot of them. And if you guys want to, you can do one of you or all of you can do a perception check to fully grasp what you're seeing.
Perception.
Fairly good.
Damn. I
How
guess I
much
was
did you roll?
distracted because I didn't bite ankles.
Luna, you're kind of distracted with all the blood on your face.
Damn.
Leela, you're
Just
the
fuming
same.
at Ion for it.
You're trying to breathe. You're finding it hard
I'm
to
trying
breathe.
to breathe.
Red and Hyon, you guys are perfectly noticeable to what you see. You see the kobolds You see the small group of prisoners located over here in this area right here. Yeah. You see the small group of prisoners over there. They don't seem to be very well taken care of, this set of prisoners, though. They're all very emaciated. They're very down. One of them keels over, or at least, passes out. From what you can tell. They seem to be varying races, but they seem to be overworked.
Is there an elf between them?
Yeah.
Not in this set. There is no elf. You do not see an elf. Humans, other races that I don't know about, because I don't remember all the D&D races. Humans and a couple other races, but there is no elf.
We'll keep moving then. We'll follow the main road. It looks like there's a main path through the. Yeah.
High on in red, because you passed your perception checks. Roll me a d12. Each of you roll a d12 real quick. Yes.
What is that DM doing?
Okay. How do I even do that?
All right. You just select roll
How do I
dice.
roll a
and-
random dice? Oh yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go. So to everyone roll
Yeah.
like that.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So as you're progressing through the camp, high on, you hear 1, 2, 3. You hear from a cultist nearby. Hunters who are bringing in antelope and other large game from the grasslands to help feed the camp. The cultists and their allies eat most of it, but some of it seems to be stored in a cave. They call it the hatchling. They call it. Hold on. It's stored in a cave to feed the hatchlings. That's what you overhear.
Oh boy.
And Red.
Good.
Sound good?
Ian just mumbles to himself, uh-oh.
Red, you hear some very special information.
Ooh, I like special.
You overhear a group of cultists talk about Leosin, the monk, is of
Right.
special interest to Rezmir. Why else would she keep the creature alive that way? What Rezmir hopes to learn from him is anyone's guess. But you wouldn't want to be in that half-elf skins. Yeah, that's what you hear.
So what was that name?
Rezmir. You hear Rezmir has an interest in the monk. You do not know
Right.
who that is.
Hang on.
Did you say high on or hang on?
Yeah. I'm kind of speaking under my breath and nudging you in the ribs with my elbow.
You guys are far enough away that you don't have to whisper.
I'm still playing it cool.
I know.
Okay.
Just follow my lead. I think I'm onto something here.
Alright. Ian just
Okay.
nods.
I'll flag down those cultists that were just talking about Rezmir.
What do you want?
Hello there. Hi. We managed to capture two pretty capable fighters. We're wanting to present them to Rezmir to see if they might be of use before we throw them in with the other slaves.
I want to bite their ankles. Can I do it?
I'll pull relatively hard on Luna's robe. Quiet, prisoner.
Luna, take 2 points of damage for struggling.
Ion points at them. These are the fighters that killed many of our members. They are more than capable.
That one
Yeah,
has a
this
sword
one-
through its chest still.
Yes,
It's the
that's
only
my
way
sword.
we can. It's the only way we can keep her from healing up.
Yeah,
She
it's
heals
just doing
fairly
him.
fast.
Those antlers.
This is the one who fought. Oh, hold on.
What's his name again?
Cyanrath. This one here went head to head with Cyanrath.
I thought he killed that. I thought he killed that creature.
No, he did not. I was there. He spared her out of respect. Anyway, she came chasing after us.
You notice that the other cultist that was with them starts to move away.
Yeah. So anyway, where can we find Resume?
He's located up at the main hut,
Thank you.
further down.
Yeah. Do they like nod their heads towards a direction?
He motions. He motions further down.
Very good. Thank you, brother. And I'll nod to Ryan and we'll head that direction. Okay, we'll head over to the main hut.
While we're walking there, Hyon leans into Red. You see that cave there? I heard some of them talk about the hatchling in there. We need to be careful. They're feeding
Hatchling.
whatever they catch to that thing.
Red looks around for any sign of those. What were they called? Sentry drakes or something? Guard drakes?
Drakes?
The dog thingies, the dog lizards.
Dog thingies.
What were they called?
They were called
had,
ambush
like, the-
drakes.
Ambush drakes, thank you. Yeah. Are there any signs of those around the camp? Do we see where that? Are there any kennels or anything where they're kept?
Let me check. Does it actually say? Doesn't actually say anything about them. It just says. Well, it does, but it only mentions 3 of them. It only mentions a group of them. You don't seem to see any spots, particularly for the drakes. They're kind of spread throughout the camp. They don't seem to have a particular
so I do
spot.
see them. Right, that's fine. I was just looking for where they were. Well, it doesn't seem like it's they're keeping the little drakes in there, so that could be something a bit bigger in the cave.
We might need to be careful about that.
I think we definitely need to be careful about that.
Although if it's a hatchling, it can't be that big, but it could still be dangerous.
I'm sure.
You also heard that it was. You heard that it was plural, or
Oh,
whichever means
yeah,
more.
Scary.
There's more than one.
Scary.
Oh, you said it in plural? Okay, that's even worse.
Yeah, it's more than one. That's my
I know,
bad.
I just heard hatchling. I didn't hear hatchlings.
That's my fault.
No,
So
it's
what do we
definitely
see around
plural.
this main tent?
As you approach the main tent, you see 4 veterans and 4 guard drakes, all standing at attention around the camp, and nobody else in this camp is going near it. Not a single cultist or kobold has walked towards it as you slowly make your way to it.
I will approach one of the veterans then. I assume they're kind of standing on guard, right?
They have their weapons ready, and the drake right next to them.
Yeah. Are any of them coming to meet, like, to
Nope.
see what we want, or?
They are standing there at attention and are completely ignoring you.
Hey, in that case, we'll just go past them.
They draw their weapons.
Okay, so they're not ignoring us. Okay,
They're ignoring you in the fact that they're not going to talk to you.
Okay, so
But
so
the moment
they're
you
looking at us.
The moment you try to go like past them, they pull out their weapon to block you.
Okay.
That's what I mean.
fine.
I don't mean they draw to attack you. They just stop you.
Okay, that's fine.
That's my fault.
Okay. So I will say, I'll say at ease. We're not trying to enter. We've managed to apprehend 2 very capable prisoners from Greenest, including the one that Cyanrath went head to head with. We were just wanting to speak to Resume to see if they could possibly be put to use before we put them in with the other prisoners and just get them put to work like the rest of them.
He doesn't say anything. He just points to a different tent.
To a different tent?
Yeah, he points
Okay,
to. He points to. Points to this tent right here.
Okay, I'll nod and yank on Leela's rope.
Oh, she wheezes. Oh.
We'll go over to the tent.
I just sighs under his breath. Oh, this is so much walking. Why can't they have a proper setup here? How can they deal with this every day?
Do you want a scooter?
Like, can't they decide which tent to use? Like, why did we go there to be sent here and then? Oh my god.
Well, that guy before might not have known where Rezamar is. You know, you've seen.
I mean, you'd expect them to know, but I'm not even surprised at this point after what we saw in that other city.
Yeah.
They don't know
I think,
where their own president is.
Yeah, I think there's like a handful of competent leaders and a lot of chumps.
I'm noticing that. Are you guys okay? Kion just looks at Leela and Luna. Can you guys still hold on?
Yeah, it's not exactly that I'm injured. I just have blood all over me.
Yeah, I'm good.
You good, Leela?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Well, let's just hope that that raspberry guy doesn't want something overly complicated.
Vesemir. I've been saying Vesemir. I think that's what I heard. No one's questioned it so far.
Raspberry.
Raspberry.
So you're making your way to this tent.
Yeah, we head over to that tent. We won't enter straight away. We'll kind of peek in.
Red
it's
and
occupied.
Hion, roll me a d4, and whichever one of you gets even. One of you, if you both get even, one of you can decide to reroll.
You said D4?
Yeah.
Both are even.
One of you can choose to reroll. Actually,
We don't
yeah.
know. We don't know what we're rolling for.
I know.
Is it good? Do we want high numbers?
It's an either or thing that's about to happen,
Okay.
and I don't have I don't have a
I've rolled
d2.
higher, so we could use
You know
that.
what? How about
If it's
we
good,
just
go
don't
higher.
reroll?
If it's bad, go lower. How about that?
All right, we'll have Hion be the one to get in trouble. Hion,
Yes.
as you are approaching this tent, you see a cultist come by and tell you, "Hey, you, we need your help over here."
Okay, that's it.
And he tells you, "You are now doing cleanup duty for the animals because they're low on prisoners." So he grabs you and drags
Points at the
you.
two new prisoners.
Okay. It's I'll kind of nod at Hion that it's like okay. Just go
I
along
just
with it.
nods and just goes along
Yeah.
with the guy.
So Hion, you are dragged. Where is it?
Clean up for the animals.
Hion,
That
you
sounds
were
like a good distraction
dragged
opportunity.
over. You were dragged over here,
I'm gonna drag myself over there.
and you are now doing cleanup duty and a bunch of other menial tasks in the camp.
Just sweep, 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 sweep.
All right, let's see what we
Okay.
got.
Now
Well,
I can
let's hope
sharpen the
I'm-
broom.
Let's hope I can
Lila.
handle these dangerous prisoners all by myself.
This little, let's have
Oh, that was funny.
tiny little chuckle.
Silence, prisoner.
Oh.
And Red, before you enter in the tent, roll me another d12 real quick.
Okay, sure. Every time I find where the button is, no, it's gone. Oh, it's on. Okay, then I found it. I have to go on an entire journey every time. Okay, roll to everyone because I think it's on the map, but it's not.
I was
That's a
about to say, why
7.
can't it be on the map too? But I found it on the map.
I know it keeps throwing me off because I go there to roll it and then I go back to the map to see where I am.
But I found it on the map, so that's good.
It's on the map as well. Where is it on the map?
Yeah, so when you pull up the list of rolls, there's on the bottom a roll dice. And if you click it, it pulls it up, and you can roll for yourself or everyone.
Oh, he's goated. Thank you.
All right, as you're about to enter this tent, Red, you hear a small group of people in the next tent over. You hear them talking about the cave at the back, and
Uh-huh.
is off limits to all those but who have been cleared by Mondath and Rezmir, which includes a handful of guards and kobolds. It's known around the camp as the Nursery. And it's an open secret that Rezmir plans to hatch a clutch of dragon eggs there.
Ooh.
And Hyon, while you're over there
You know what,
cleaning,
though?
Hyon, go ahead and roll me a d12 as well while you're over there cleaning. We'll use this as an opportunity since you're technically listening in now.
Yeah, camp gossip.
11.
Reroll the 11.
Yeah, I already got the 11.
Are you talking? I can't hear anything.
Oh,
Oh, you didn't hear me?
yeah.
No, I think I missed something because
I
just
said
heard
reroll.
silence. Why?
Because you had an 11. The 11 was already taken.
Oh,
I got 11 last time.
Yeah, reroll a 2, 7, or 11. We'll reroll those. And if anything, I'll just choose one that's next to it.
So I have an 8 now.
All right, 8.
I'm using the map dice, so if it's weird, it's weird.
Yeah, I don't see it on mine. You probably didn't put it to
I didn't
everybody.
see that. Interesting.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You hear that the half-black dragon Rezmir came to an area a few months ago, and she set up the camp. Mondath handles everyday operations. So Trauma Monday is the one who handles the operations, but Rezmir came to the camp a few months ago and set everything up.
Wasn't Raspberry a half-elf? Are they a half-elf, half-dragon?
Raspberry is the one who is interested in Leosin the monk.
But you mentioned a half-elf earlier.
That's
Half-dragon.
The half-elf is Leosin. The half-dragon, who had just now been mentioned, is Rezmir.
Oh, I thought Leosin is a human.
He's a half-elf.
He's been an elf the whole time. That's why we asked if we saw an elf with the prisoners.
Oh, I got so confused. This is what happens when you don't play for a long while.
Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. We all learn.
Okay, so
Right.
you said Raspberry is a
So-
half-black dragon.
Yeah.
Ah, shit.
And is it like Rezmir? Like ESI me.
Rezmir. Rezmir.
Z.
Okay, so the Rezmir, not Rezimi. Raspberry. Okay.
It's like Rezmir. Okay.
Just remind me, the chromatic dragons are the evil ones, right? Not the metallic ones.
I don't know how much. I don't know how common knowledge dragon lore is. So, yes, but I'm only telling Crimson that. That's not something you would necessarily know in game. I don't know enough about D&D to say, oh yeah, everybody knows that, or that's like, that could be really rare knowledge, you know?
Currently, for right now, in the ease of everything, you just know that most dragons are evil.
Most
Yeah.
dragons, okay.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
I mean, we did discuss that Hyan does have some knowledge on dragons, so I think knowing that certain colors are dangerous is
Yeah,
Common enough
reasonably, 'cause
knowledge
you
for
can
him,
speak
then.
it, so that I guess that would make sense. Yeah.
Plus, I'm pretty sure the black dragons are the worst of the worst, aren't they?
Oh, I have no idea about that.
Like, they are the most evil ones, I believe. But maybe I'm just mixing it
I
up
have
with
no
something
idea.
else.
So
Yeah,
Hyon,
I just
you are
heard that
now
one of them is evil.
Hyon is on cleaning duty and has learned some information. Red, you were about to you were about to enter the tent with the prisoners, and you learned some information. And yeah, you now enter the tent that you have been pointed to. In the tent, you find a couple of prisoners, one of them being a half-elf. That matches the description of Leosin, who is tied up separate from the other prisoners. In fact, he is the only prisoner. The others were outside.
So just a quick pause. I did look it up, and I was remembering right. The chromatic dragons are the ones that are usually evil. The metallic ones are usually good, and the black dragons with the skull dragons are the most vile of them. So we're fucked.
Okay.
We're extra fucked.
So what do you do, Red, as you have these two prisoners in your hands?
Okay, is anyone else in the tent, or is
There were some people out. There were some cultists outside, but nobody's in the tent right now. It's just you, the two prisoners, aka Leela and Luna, and
Yeah.
a tied up Leosin.
okay? Leosin? I'm gonna say that out loud. I'm gonna call him by name.
You see, he's groggy. He seems to be weary.
Hungry? Thirsty? Tired?
Okay, Leosin, I'm gonna talk quickly, because I don't want anyone interrupting this. So, very shortly there's going to be a rescue attempt. Just prepare for that, okay? If people come and try and free you, just go with it. Today's your lucky day. And then I'll pull the others out of the tent. Because I think it would be really suspicious if we were in there unsupervised.
I see.
Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna tie you up with these other prisoners, okay? You know where the guy is, right? The monk? Lena?
No.
Leela? Okay. So this is Kara talking to May. The guy we're here to rescue is inside this tent. There's other prisoners outside the tent. We're gonna tie you up with the prisoners outside the tent because they're not the special ones. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So the plan for you guys now is pretty much just straightforward. It's what we arranged at camp. So just wait here. Act like I'm gonna fake tie you up. Just act like you're really tied up. And then once you get a signal, May get your bird to come drop the weapons. Get that monk and all of the other prisoners freed. Okay?
Gotcha.
Cool. So that's what we're going to do, DM. I'm going to tie an incredibly flimsy knot that's easily broken with wherever these other prisoners outside that tent are tied up. I'm just going to add these. I'm going to add Luna and Leela to that group.
Put them on the blue line that I drew next to the tent. That's the spot where the other prisoners are being held,
Okay, cool.
chained up there.
Yeah.
More chains.
Chained, strapped to a rope. You know what I mean.
Are there chains
Chained up
nearby?
in full
Are there like spare chains? Like
It just seems like it's all very. It's just rope. They
rope.
seem to
Perfect.
not really care.
I mean, I don't expect much with this flimsy ass camp at this point.
Okay, here we are, prisoners. Final destination.
God.
I'm going to not very hard kick the back of Leela's knee so she goes down on her knee so I can tie her. And as I'm doing so, I'm going to get my sword back and whisper, "Sorry, Han."
Take 1 extra point. Take 1 point of damage, Leela, for the sword being pulled out.
Are you still alive at least? Do you have
Yeah.
HP left?
Oh yeah, ton.
Okay, good luck, guys.
Thank you, I guess.
So you leave them tied up to the stake, and you walk off to do what you want. And it's been a couple of hours since you entered the camp now. As you've walked through, it's a fairly large camp, and you've had to zoom in through other people and so forth, and walk back and forth. So it's now about close to being midday. It's maybe an hour or two away from it.
How many other prisoners are here, and do these look in more like fighting shape than the others?
They seem to be slightly better off than the ones you had seen earlier, but not by much.
Okay, and how many?
There's about 4 prisoners.
Oof.
The other camp had
Christ.
about 7.
Yeah. So, yeah, like a dozen prisoners in poor condition. It's not going to be great for a revolt. I mean, we'll see what we can do. Maybe... Ooh. I'm going to... Can I look around and see if there's any sign of where the treasure's being kept?
Yeah. Go ahead and then give me a perception check.
I have an idea where... I mean, I know where I would put the treasure. But if it's obviously inside, that would be perfect. Anything?
You see, and I will take this as also you rolling a d12, just because this is basically what you're looking for. You basically realize that the only place that they would have stored any of the treasure is in the cave.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Because it's off limits to certain people. Yeah, here's a question. I was the one who heard who was allowed in the cave, right? Who was it?
You heard... It's off limits. It's off limits to all but those who have been cleared by Mondath and Rezmir. So you only know that Rezmir and Mondath have cleared certain people. And a small handful of guards and kobolds. That's about all you know. You could probably ask around that camp to maybe see if you can get some more information.
Yeah, maybe.
And
Is that
Hyan,
a
you can do
thing?
this as well.
Yeah. Is there anything going on with Hyon right now?
Dying of boredom. Just stabbing himself with the mop here. Ugh, I hate cleaning.
You've cleaned for a couple hours now, so you're free to start doing what you need to do.
Yeah. Actually, I've got a plan. Is there any like straggling cultists just like by themselves wandering around camp?
There's sporadically. There's not really any bunches of people. You see occasionally there's 1 or 2 people together, but most of them are just walking around as if like they're at a mall.
So I'm gonna go over to one and grab one and say the exact same words that Hyon was told. I'm gonna go, you come with me. We need you on cleaning duty. And I'm gonna grab him. I'm gonna take him over to where Hyon is.
Roll me a charisma check to make. Just roll me a charisma check. You're doing this with charisma, right? With
Sure,
gusto,
yeah.
basically.
That roll? Do you see that?
It's
a saving throw technically, because I don't really think you can just.
I think you did it for yourself because I couldn't see it.
Okay, let's see. Does this roll? Usually you roll skills, not stats, but I think.
Although that's perception check.
Okay, there you go. Is that?
I see it.
Check. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, you succeed. He's like, oh, okay. He seems confused, but he goes along with you.
Cool. So I've got Hyon back.
So where do you guys meet up to do this?
Well, wherever Hyon is.
Oh, then.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, is Hyon moving away? And just give me like a like an example of where you guys are.
A quiet corner of camp where we can have like a conversation.
Okay. I'll say. You want to be a little further away from the main area because that's.
Maybe like there's some trees down here.
I'll say you could probably move over here.
Well, I was thinking like down here.
Down there.
Are those
Yeah,
trees
because
or are
that way
those
it's in view of the tent where the others are.
It's trees and bushes mainly.
Sure.
So I'll let that happen. You guys can move down there.
Okay, so Hyon, got a few things. Luna and Leela are in position. We've located the prisoner, so that part of the plan. A-okay, roll on. As for where the treasure is,
So are you saying this with the cultist in tow, or before you get the cultist?
no,
I mean,
this
we
is
left the cultist
after.
to
Yeah, that was the whole.
already.
Yeah, I swapped Hion for the other cultist.
Oh,
That was the whole point.
I thought you
I was
were.
doing exactly what the other cultist did to Hion, which was grab him and say, "Hey, you're on cleaning duty now." I did that to another cultist, and then said, "Hion, you're with me."
Well, that's the thing. Hion was free by that point. This is what I was trying to say. Hion, you were able to walk away. It's been a couple hours, so you were able to walk
Yeah,
away from
but
your
Ion
stuff.
has no way of knowing because he's not a cultist.
Yeah,
so.
no, who's gonna tell him?
Well, another cultist would walk by and be like, "Dude, that thing's spotless. I think you're done."
Okay. Well, I think regardless.
I thought you were trying to interrogate him.
No. Regardless, I think me and Hion are alone, right? So we can have a
Okay,
conversation.
okay. That's what I was confused about.
No worries. Yeah. So the prisoner plan is good to go. They're just waiting for a signal now. As for where the treasure is, I think the only place that they would put treasure, I've not seen any around, and from what I've been hearing, it sounds like it's in the cave.
Ion just leans against the tree that they're talking at, crossing his
Yeah.
arms. We need to be careful. One of them said that Razmir is half dragon. I heard bad
Half
stuff
dragon?
about black dragons. If those
Wow, half
hatchlings are
dragon.
black dragons, we're having problems.
Well, wasn't there something about eggs as well?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. If those eggs are also black dragons, we have more trouble on our hand than it's worth. We
Well,
need
at
to
least they're
hurry.
eggs. Eggs we could maybe deal with. But regardless, the cave is guarded and only authorized people can get in. How the hell are we going to get authorization? Maybe, what if we send up the signal? What if we send up the signal early, so Luna and Leela start the prison break, and we use that as a distraction to try and get into the cave? We could tell the guards that there's been a prison break and they're needed.
Yes, that would be a good idea.
And it would a
Although
good
I am
idea for
worried.
getting us into the cave, but that could really put Luna and Leela in a lot of danger here.
Yes, especially if they are not eggs anymore and they're capable of fighting.
Well, I mean, I'm more worried about all of the kobolds and cultists and veterans and powerful fighters, like wherever that blue dragon Signrath dude is, or the big blue dragon, or this half dragon Rezimir, or Trauma Monday, like that are powerful people who might be around this camp that we would be no match for. I think that could help us get into the cave, but it feels like
It's not
we
worth
might get the other two killed doing that.
We might have to ignore the cave and whatever's inside and just deal with the
it's
rest.
But it's treasure. It's treasure, Hion. This is what we do this for. This is why we're here in the
For real.
first place. We came
Yeah.
here for the treasure.
Oh no.
I mean, black dragons are known for hoarding treasure, so there could be a lot of gold, jewelry,
there could
and
be.
many other things.
I mean, how the hell are we gonna get yeah, maybe we should have bought the car, but then I still think the car thing could have gone very poorly for us. I mean, we
Ion
could
looked
walk-
at the mountain. I wonder how easily we can trigger an avalanche of rocks over the cultists.
Is there anything like that, DM? Is there any cliff sides that are looking weathered and worn and like they could start falling? It does look like there has been some rock slides around the edges of the canyon.
DM,
I am going to say, you know what? Fuck it. Yes, that's an awesome idea. There are some areas that look like you could do that, but it will be very difficult.
Yeah, and it will be loud, and that's a big
at
roll
that
of the
point-
dice there.
at that point we're already in trouble, so it won't make a difference.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan Z if everything else has failed, it's our Hail Mary. You know what I mean?
I will say, to add to that question, if I can select the right one, the second watchtower seems to be one of the biggest area that you could cause something to happen to.
Ooh.
That's what you notice.
As fun as that sounds, it does. Yeah. Let's keep that in mind. Another thing I'd like to look for are there any other gaps in the cliffs, like any other potential openings into this cave system?
You can't see anything if it would lead into the cave system, but you do see spots that seem like you could hide in for the night. And you don't know from the site if they would lead into the cave or not.
That's a long game if we play it. We'll try and wait out for the guard rotation or something, change of guards, or... maybe we could try talking to... I don't know. Hang what do you think?
We could also try taking out the more dangerous ones while they sleep. They shouldn't be on alert right now.
There's just so many risks. I feel like every single choice we make has enormous risks, and it's trying to figure out what the best choice is, right? What gives us the most benefit.
So DM, are those watchtowers like just nothing but for watching, or are they like those kinds of watchtowers where archers were attacked from?
Yeah, can we see how many people are up in the watchtower from here?
You can. I'll just explain what the guard towers are. 2 guard towers, one at the entrance to the hollow, one at the top of the plateau. 20 feet high, made from rough timber and lashed together with rope. Large enough for a few lookouts, so I'm going to say maybe 3 or 4 total.
Yeah.
At the mouth of the hollow is manned by kobolds, while warriors man the one above. The guards have horns to blow. You can see them, like, they have the horn sections like on the strap to the railings and stuff. So that is what the guard towers are.
So you're telling me that the guard tower is held together by rope?
It is quickly put together.
Yeah.
So if we were to cut the rope, then the guard tower would collapse.
Yeah, but we might as well blow the horn ourselves at that point. Obviously, something's up.
You will also know that the second tower you're talking about is up a cliff.
They hit the second tower, guys.
Please, let's not make that joke.
Fires.
The thing is, the moment anything happens, these guys are not on alert. In fact, they're the opposite of on alert. They're celebrating. That is making sneaking around and getting into places really, really easy for us right now. The minute we start blowing up rock faces, causing rock slides, or setting guard towers on fire, it's going to make everything else so much harder. So we do that as a last resort, not as a first resort. I think maybe we should go and just talk to the guards at the cave and just see what the situation is. Maybe they have a job for us, or they might know more information.
So is that what you do?
Be a lot of work, but
it's a conversation. Like how I was like, yeah, talking to 2 guards, that sounds like a lot of work. I think I'd rather blow up a guard tower.
So real. Honestly, same, and I feel that.
Wow.
I also think talking to people is very hard.
Was that a bullseye?
Yes.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break from Red and Hyon. We're gonna focus on Leela and Luna real quick.
Let them discuss to kill or not to kill.
So Luna and Leela, you are strapped to this thing with a couple other prisoners. Leela was stabbed through the lung, and Luna, in her perfect beauty, has now blood on her.
Oh, why? Thank you.
So what are you guys
she
doing
got
in this
smashed.
moment while you're waiting for the plan to be in action?
Kicking rocks.
Are you found with a sword still in your chest?
Nah, the red took the sword.
Well,
That
So
was
I'm
just
feeling a lot better
that's
without the metal through my chest. What's taking them so long, huh?
yeah, it's taking them a long while. What's going on?
Right.
Roll me a perception check,
Damn.
both of you, real quick.
Perception. Damn.
Oh wow.
Leela is very perceptive, and so is Luna. You notice that
that
a few of
pain.
the cultists around you that are walking by, occasionally a kobold, they all seem to be looking at Leela suspiciously.
You know them? They seem to be staring at you.
And
Never
the
met
two
them
of
before
you,
in my life.
both over here, you hear them. You hear some of them, not the ones that are looking at you suspiciously, but you hear some cultists in the distance from your area. The Mother of Dragons, praise Tiamat's glory, shall return. And what then that day comes, all the nations of the world shall tremble before her majesty. And then you also hear what? Do you hear anything else? trying to like give you a little bit more information, but since you're not really looking for it, you also hear one of the cultists actually mention the cult has been ranging far and wide on small raids to collect treasure. Greenwest was the closest target to the camp, the biggest town of all the towns they've attacked. So that is all you hear. You hear that the town was attacked because it just looked like a prime opportunity, and someone shouting praise Tiamat. She shall return.
Damn, she says, oh shit.
There's a lot of
Tiamat.
things going on at the same time.
Yeah, you both
Yeah,
hear it because you're both next to each other.
Yeah.
Now, I wasn't going to try to like separate that because
Yeah, Lila's also shimming out of her ropes to be ready. Still pretending to be tied up, but just to be ready.
the other prisoners don't really seem to interact with you. They're all very exhausted, very malnourished, and
Yeah.
they look like they've been beaten.
Lila,
They haven't been stabbed through the chest, but
yeah. Lila looks at the one prisoner next to her, goes, "First time."
They'll be like, nope.
as a random noose comes down out of nowhere.
First time. Oh my god.
So it's
Right
now
back
been
up,
it's
hero.
now been a couple hours as you've all been strapped to this post and waiting for your friends to come up with a plan. It's now in the afternoon time. It's starting to get dark. It's been taking a while for you to come up with this plan. And the changing of the guards that you suspected doesn't seem to be happening. They're still frolicking, they're still bantering. But it seems like the guards around the tent haven't changed. You haven't gone to the cave, so you don't know what's over there yet.
Well, we'll do that when we can.
But we can now turn our attention back to Hyon and Red.
We're
unless
still arguing
Leela-
on what to do.
Unless Leela
Yeah.
or Yuna want to try to do something.
What?
You could try to, like, motion to a cultist or something. You have options to do stuff. Just because you're prisoners doesn't mean you have to be silent.
Can I talk to the guard that's close to us?
Yeah. What do you say to him?
Hey guard, you don't go to rest, sleep, or eat or anything? You have been here all day.
Talking about I've been awake this entire time. You can clearly see he's been drinking.
But you don't go to rest or anything. You don't switch with some of your
I don't need to sleep. Beer's my only companion since my wife left me.
Oh, that's rough, buddy.
She took the kids.
So she lived with the kids?
She did.
Oh no! How have you been holding on?
I'm in a cult serving a dragon god. Oh, awesome. I even got this
The
cool
dragon-
robe.
The dragon god is awesome, right?
Totally, man.
Yeah, can you tell me more about it? Like, I need to
Uh,
know this cult. The dragon god sounds awesome.
I don't. You start to see. It starts to look like he's about to upchuck, and he gets up from his chair and runs off and starts throwing up.
Oh.
I guess the dragon god is disgusting.
Well, someone should try to get information out of some drunk guard.
And then you see he passes out in his own vomit.
Oh no.
Yeah. They seem to be pretty drunk, huh?
I was hoping we'll go get information out of drunkards, because, you know, they talk too much. But this one seems to go past its limits.
Yeah.
Is there another guard close?
No, that was the only one. There are no other guards
Oh.
near you.
We're unsupervised.
Yeah, we can easily break out.
Yeah, fuck, but they haven't given us a signal yet, though. Should we... Oh my god, what the fuck is the word? Bitch.
I mean, you can keep bitching if you want.
Oh. No, the word. Oh my god, what the fuck?
Break out.
Not chip in. Clue in, what the fuck? Clue in.
So we cause a commotion.
Nah, should we clue in the guys around us? That they're gonna do something, or
Oh,
did
like
they
tell
get-
the prisoners?
tell the prisoners that we have a plan, and we are planning to, you know, maybe we can get them on our side to help us.
I
and
don't know, they
stuff.
seem pretty beat up and tired to even help us. I don't think they can even save themselves
Oh,
when
shit.
it's time to run.
I forgot about Luna's bow. I was gonna stash that nearby.
I mean, you still have it on you, right?
Redcon question mark?
Yeah, could I say that I stashed Luna's bow?
Yeah,
like, against
I'll
the
allow it.
opposite tent?
You stashed it somewhere easily accessible.
Yeah, so I'll just say it's like opposite this tent. It's just lent up against the fabric, kind of tucked away, so it's not super obvious.
It's kind of hidden like underneath a little bit so that she could quickly grab it, but it's not noticeable
Yeah.
unless you're really looking for the weapon.
Yeah.
So yeah, you currently you talk to the other prisoners. They kind of nod. They seem like they understand what you're saying. But
Right, this is going well.
Cool.
again, most of them are very weak.
Yeah.
What was the last
Yeah,
time you
dude.
guys ate something?
2 days, maybe 3.
Oh, what the fuck?
That's like nothing.
I have some bread in my pocket, my back pocket. If you can
I'm just
reach
gonna
for
say
it.
that if they're trying to feed us to the hatchlings, they're not doing a good job. Because starving us mean less meat. What's going on here?
The pageant's not gonna be very pleased
No.
about bony prisoners. Unless they like sucking on bones. I don't know, maybe they're babies. Maybe babies like sucking on, I don't know, human bones or something, like a pacifier. I don't know what baby dragons do.
They just baby.
So we're gonna now turn our attention back to Red and Hyon.
Yeah, I've had enough.
Well, I'm trying to give you guys chances to come up with some ideas.
Well, no, we have an idea. We just wait for our turn.
That's what I mean. Like that we're switch over
Yeah.
to you guys so that you
We
guys
do.
can have a turn.
So yeah, we're gonna talk to the guards outside the cave. This is what we came up with.
All right. So you're gonna move
Let's
over to
go
the cave.
before they get drunk too.
I know we want them drunk. Oh, what if we bring them booze?
I mean,
You
we
could try.
Everyone seems to be passing
that's a
out
good
around
idea.
us.
Is there like booze or like everyone's drinking stuff, right?
You see some kegs around that seem to be where they all grab their beer from.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna grab 2 tankards and fill them up to the brim with the booze, and yeah, let's go over to.
There were?
Hmm?
How many guards did you say there were, DM?
I haven't.
Yeah, we don't know.
Didn't you say that there were like? Oh no, that was the.
That was the main tent. I haven't mentioned anything
That
about the
was main-
guards at the actual cave.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was confusing it. Okay.
Get
Let's just make
to.
sure we have enough.
Yeah, you get 2, I'll get 2.
Ion gets 2 as well. Let's hope there's not 5 of them.
Well, in my case, one has to miss out. Yeah,
the
and then we're
sake
gonna
of-
take the booze.
For the sake
over
of
to
ease
the
for this
cave.
plan, you notice that the keg that you're on is on like a small cart.
Oh, perfect. We'll take the keg then.
Give me the whole cart.
Yeah,
Take
why
the
not?
whole cart.
Yeah.
You walk over to the
Take it over
cave.
to- Yeah.
It's very sparse where you're at now. Most of the, aside from the main tent, there doesn't seem to be anybody else really nearby this area. It's very open. There's some torches here and there, but it's also very dark.
Fucking map is so big.
So when you get to this, you notice that there are 3 veterans stationed at the front of this cave. 2 of them are stationed at the very entrance, and one of them seems to be kind of hanging slightly in the cave, just enough to where you can't really see him, but you notice him because he moves around. So what do you guys do?
Evening, afternoon, lads. Afternoon. Just wondering if you've had chance to celebrate yet.
You're not allowed near here.
Oh, we're just after you guys. We're not going for the cave or anything. So, I point to the
Be
keg.
more suspicious.
You guys have been out here the whole day, right? No celebrating?
We're not allowed. We're
Yeah.
told not to drink.
Yeah, but come on, what a raid, right? Look at all the loot we've got.
And we
I'll,
killed the
I'll pour-
adventurers too. We have the best prisoners here. We have the 2 strongest of the prisoners
Yeah.
that have been killing us. Like, this is cause for celebration.
Absolutely, no one can stand in our way now. Who's even gonna come and bother you guys? Come on, I'll pull a beer for them, and take them over.
What would you roll for this? Persuasion or
Yeah,
performance?
probably persuasion.
I think it'd be more performance, wouldn't it?
I can do performance. Yeah, either or.
Go ahead and roll me a performance check.
Both of us or just her?
You both can. Or well,
Okay.
we'll have red roll, but you'll roll at advantage because you're being helped.
Ooh, okay, I like that. So I got a 19 and a 10, so it's a 19.
So you roll a 19. They are very
Yeah.
convinced. The guard that you're talking to doesn't seem convinced, but the other one goes, "Oh, come on, man. We've been here for hours."
Yeah, this guy.
And in
And I'll hand him the
fashion, he goes, "Let's get our kegger on." He doesn't actually say that. But he's like, "Come on, let's drink, bro."
It's kicking time.
And the other one in the
Phoebe,
cave,
you guys hungry?
the other one in the
Anything yet?
cave kind of like, fine, I'll take a drink.
It's not like I'm thirsty or something.
I'm going to roll a d20 for their constitution check. They're going to have to roll high because you're going to be trying to get them to drink a lot, right?
So basically, I think our plan here, Hyon, is we're just gonna sit with these guys. Like, I've got like music. I'm gonna pull out.
They fail.
I've got instruments here. I'm gonna pull out. I'm gonna pull out a fiddle, and start playing some violin. So we can start basically just having like a bit of a party out here and just get them drinking. Just drink. Give them some rations if they're hungry. Yeah.
You have so ensnared these 3 individuals to just let go of the fact that they're right. They've succeeded in a massive success of Greenest. They have taken the treasure. They have slain some people. They have praised Tiamat. One of them shouts.
Praise Tiamat!
And they're all in for this. And since they all failed, because they're just going to roll one constitution check for them all, they failed miserably. So they get drunk quickly. One of the one who's like super enthusiastic about drinking takes a couple of sips and then just passes the fuck out. He is the biggest lightweight. The other one that was in the cave, he downs a few drinks. He downs like 3 or 4, and then he gets tipsy, and then he passes out and slumps against the cave. The other one, he's a veteran. He's drunk before. He's a big brawl. He's not a big brawler. He's a big bar person, as you can tell from his beer gut. Amazingly enough, he's a veteran. But he's got a beer gut. He's a barbarian, and he downs a good half the keg, before he just falls over and passes out.
So yeah, so this is what had been taking us hours then. Hell yeah, Hyon.
Ion and Red just fist bump like success.
Yeah.
And it's taken you a long while, and
Yeah,
it's
this
now
would have been hours of work. Yeah.
it is now night. Darkness has come. The torches have been lit all across. Nobody really seems to come over this area still. This area is pretty much vacant, except for the main tent. But as you can see, most of the veterans and the drakes that are in their tent are facing away from where you guys are.
Yeah.
Shall we do this? Ion takes a deep breath.
Yeah. Are there bushes nearby?
There is a small patch of bushes further away.
Yes.
I'm just thinking,
Get a little
Hyon.
speck of dust here.
I'm just not yelling or talking too loudly.
It's the bushes are right here.
Should we kill these guys?
It would make our job easier, but
I mean, possibly. The thing is if they get discovered, what's more likely to raise the alarm? 3 drunks or 3 corpses? Probably 3 corpses, right? We should just leave them. If we're quick, they're not going to bother us in this state.
if we slit their throats the way they are, then nobody will notice and they will just think that they are passed out.
I think it might. Yeah, I don't know. I checked them. They're like out, right?
They are basically in a beer coma.
Yeah, I think let's just leave them. I'm a big fan of doing as little that can go wrong as possible, right?
I'll say for Theory's test, Hyon backhands one of them and he doesn't even make a noise.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they're out cold. Let's go.
Yeah, they're out cold.
They couldn't be more dead even if we tried.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is if the alarm goes up, these fuckers aren't fighting us. Not in this condition.
I mean, they can try, but I don't think it's gonna work.
No, they'll have to wake up first. So, okay, yeah, we head into the cave.
You're gonna head into the cave without any help, without your allies.
Well,
I mean, we're
I
gonna
guess
look into the cave.
yeah, let's have a look inside first, I guess.
Roll me a perception check.
Oh, goddammit.
If there's nothing in there, well, we can have a poke around. But if it's a long ass tunnel,
You currently don't see much. It is dark, very sporadically lit, but even then it doesn't seem to be much, and it is dark outside, so it is even worse to try to see in. You really feel that if you were to try, you get the feeling that if you were trying to go in, just the two of you, it might not end up well. Because you have to remember that they mentioned that this place was off limits to only a select few individuals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm getting a bad feeling from this cave, Hyon.
It stinks in here. I don't think it's a good idea.
I mean, it's already dark. This might be a good time to do the prisoner break, and then we come back to the cave.
Most of
Right?
these people are knocked out drunk anyway, so even if we do
Yeah.
safe.
I don't think we're going to need that distraction after all. Okay. All right, so we'll leave these drunks here, and we're going to go... We'll head back to the companions then.
All right. So you'll leave the three drunks unconscious by the cave entrance, and you'll go back to your companions to do what you need to do.
Yeah, so we'll just look around. Are there any other guards? Like, what's the numbers, right, for like guards in eyeshot here?
From what you can see currently, it was the three guards at the cave, the guards at the main tent, and currently in the area where you're at right now, heading back to your allies, you just see two guards further away from the area, closer to the main tent, but not close enough that they would ever really be near it. They seem to just be walking by it. And you see the passed out guard earlier, who's still passed out.
Mm-hmm. And is there still nobody but the prisoner inside the tent?
From what you can see, if you haven't entered the tent, it's just the one prisoner. That's all you know of.
Should we talk to him?
You can.
And if Leela and Luna were to become free, would any of the guards have a really good line of sight view of that?
Currently, from what you can tell, it is dark, but there is nobody really walking near this area. They all
They're
seem to
also
be
drunk.
further up, closer to Area 1.
Okay. Right. Let's head back to Lena and Luna then. Leela and Luna. Oh fuck.
You're fine.
Yeah.
Team L.
Team L.
L and L. L and L. Hey guys.
God, finally.
Yeah.
At least
Well,
ignore
we've
the guard passed out there that he threw up and just passed the hell out with his own.
Yeah.
Moment, whatever.
We've been doing that too. These guards are really easy to get to drink.
Oh, awesome.
So, the guard presence is really low right now. We found where the treasure is, and it's in a cave. We've managed to deal with the guards. So, I think we're just going to free you now. Like, we could probably just sneak into that cave from here.
Like, you brought booze to the guard, so you didn't bring us booze?
You can have some booze if you want. There's loads. There's literally booze everywhere. There's still some in the keg back at the cave. You can have some there.
Awesome.
Oh, Luna,
I
you're
might
gonna
have some
start
too,
missing
actually.
shots again.
No, just one though. Just one. We'll drink when we're done. Like get proper drunk, yeah. Okay, so I'll get Luna's bow and arrows for her, and then untie you guys. Do you guys want to get your weapons and bird now as well?
Will be cool.
It would be cool.
Yeah, I would like my
Always the rule of
hammer.
Okay, Mei. This is all you.
Who's
I
Mei?
whistle, I guess. My name is Luna. Thank you. I don't know who this meme is.
So Luna whistles, and her spirit hawk or whatever bird swoops over the area and drops the hammer and whatever other gear you may have come up with that the bird that it could carry.
The hammer goes the wrong way, bounces off of the guy who was knocked out.
The hammer
He's
goes the wrong
actually
way and
knocked
then
out.
smashes the one guy's skull. No, it doesn't.
Damn.
Oh, damn.
It doesn't.
Just bounces off.
It lands on his leg.
Boing.
It lands like an inch before his leg, perfectly angled. But it
Perfectly
misses
angled in between his legs.
in between his legs. Doesn't kill him, doesn't hurt him. Just lands perfectly as if it was about to do a crotch shot.
Damn.
Hyon just looks at Luna. You learned from the best.
Yeah, I guess I did.
Hey, we should talk to the elf. I think there's no one in there with him. He's been alone in
Yeah.
there the whole day. He might know more.
Elf?
He might be lonely.
Yeah, the monk, the master.
Yeah, we need definitely could use his help with all this as well. I feel like.
Yeah, well, he's likely to have info. So we're good. We'll head round into the front of the tent. Talk to the monk.
I mean, we're already at the front of the tent because the door is on the top.
Oh, true.
You walk into the tent and you just see Leosin still chained up there. Well, not chained up, roped up there. Beaten, bruised, and pretty much the same way he was before. Since it's been hours, you can tell that nobody's been in this tent since you walked in earlier.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
And he seems to have regained some consciousness compared to what it was before.
Oh, hey, you're awake.
Who are you people?
Yeah, we're ready to get you out of here.
May, I didn't hear your voice, but I heard you say something. Are you on mute?
No.
That was weird.
I can't leave.
Yes, you can.
Why?
My plan. It's working.
What plan? What plan?
What
Oh
plan?
shit.
I've been studying them for months. I've been studying their actions. Their attacks. It was the right time to strike. Greenwist was the perfect spot for them, and I knew that's where I had to be. But Rezimir caught me.
Silence.
Rezimir caught me in the morning. part
I'm
of
an
my
elf like
plan.
So
I'm
you
a
wanted to
half
get
elf.
caught?
Yes.
You still have elf blood? What's the difference?
I intended to get caught. I need to learn more about their plans. They have
Oh,
something.
by the way, did we share the information we have with each other before coming here?
Yeah.
Presumably. Okay.
Yeah.
Presumably
Well,
you
I
did.
told them about the cave and everything, so.
Presumably you all talked for a minute and shared all the information you had learned before you
Okay.
headed in.
So Hyon just looks at the elf guys. So you spent months learning that they're trying to bring back Tiamat that we just learned in 2 hours.
You don't know they're trying to bring Tiamat. You just know they're talked about Tiamat.
I mean, didn't they imply that? Or
You
did I
said she shall
misunderstand?
return. You haven't learned that they're trying to bring her back. You just know that she shall return.
Okay, maybe I'm just using my brain too much.
You're,
because
you're,
when you
you're
say
using
that-
you're using metagame knowledge of like the fact that you know for a fact that she's coming back.
I mean, I don't
know.
I don't know that she's
it,
coming
it,
back.
it
She
does
is?
seem. Oh, thank you. It does seem quite the logical
Like,
conclusion
Yeah,
here.
I don't know anything about this campaign. That's what
Me
cultists
neither.
do. They summon their god.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know anything about the campaign. To me,
I'm just
what they're
saying
doing
that-
sounds like they're doing it to bring her back.
Yeah,
That
but you
was
also
also the
have
impression
you
I
also
got
have
from what they were
Rezimir.
saying.
You have Rezimir who's trying to do something, gathering treasure. Like
And
I
hatching
understand.
eggs.
I understand like the point of Tiamat, but there's more to it than that.
I don't know anything about
Yeah,
Tiamat.
but when we
besides
say
being
they're
the
trying to
dragon
bring back,
god.
yeah, when we say they're trying to bring back Tiamat, that is a guess based on what we've heard in camp. That's not
shit.
us
That's
knowing.
what it sounds like.
You're the one with the book, not us. We have no idea what's gonna happen.
Like, I'm not saying that we're knowing anything. I'm just saying that the way you told the story made us think that they were
Yeah, I
trying to
got that
bring her
impression
back.
too. Okay, it does give that impression.
Okay.
But anyway, so okay, so what is your plan to get caught and to spy on them?
To learn more of the information.
Right. Do you know about the cave and the eggs?
I do.
Okay.
They're trying to
And the
hatch
treasure in there?
more dragons. I don't know how
Yeah.
much treasure. I do know the treasure's there. Only Rezimir knows
So-
that.
Some punk greenest asked us to come get you. A student of yours? Nassim?
Fairly weak, fragile, almost dying because they couldn't fight. Sounds familiar?
Nassim. I told him not to worry. He always worries.
Obviously.
Yeah. So he's asked us to come get you.
I don't think it'd be a good idea for me to leave. Rezimir mentioned that I'm useful.
I heard. Yeah, like feeding you to a dragon, kind of useful.
He hasn't mentioned anything about feeding me. He wants information.
Okay, but come on, you're not leaving here. What kind of use do you think a prisoner has?
A prisoner of information is more useful than a prisoner of whatever. Can't think of the
have you
word.
been-
I can't think of the word
dying.
to use. So I'm just
Have you
using.
been telling them information?
Doing my best to not reveal anything. It's getting harder and harder.
Okay, well here's the thing. We're gonna go into the cave with the eggs. Probably break as many as we can, to be honest, because it all sounds awful here. Try and get the treasure back to Greenest. Maybe keep quite a bit for ourselves. And also free all of the other prisoners. Do you know there's like a dozen other prisoners in this camp other than you? Do you think they have a plan?
There were more a few days ago.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's clear that the prisoners are disappearing. So if you want to
Yeah.
stay to be fed to a dragon, you can stay. We did our
What was that?
thing.
When was the last time you had anything to eat or drink?
It's been hazy. I want to say 5 days, maybe.
Okay, let's get this guy some food and drink. I think he's like a little.
He's
you know,
delirious.
I think he might be a little bit, a little bit delirious. We give him some water and some food.
All right. He does seem to be a little better.
Does that help clear things up?
Slightly.
Okay, so you're like a capable fighter, yeah?
I was.
What do you mean
Yeah,
you
he
were?
was.
Yeah, are you still?
He's been beaten up, bruised, and he's basically on death's door.
Can
You
we
need
heal him?
healing?
Yeah, give him a heal.
It's not
That
really
little
so
one that
much
you do.
like injury, it's more like he's been deprived of food and unless healing can heal that.
Not really.
Yeah.
No, not really. Okay, I mean, here's the thing. You say these prisoners are dying, right? Less and less every day. Don't you think it would be a good idea to get them all out of here? You included?
Would be.
I don't think they signed up for whatever suicide mission you're on.
They were here before me.
That
You
doesn't
don't
mean
care
to
about
sign up to it.
I care about my research
Really?
the same way any
More
other
than the lives
person
of
would
these
care.
innocent people?
I can only do so much in my state. I
Right,
need to
but-
get the better. I need to understand the information. I need to learn the truth. What this cult is
you're telling us
planning.
you're useless.
Is there something we can do for you then? Or are you just gonna sit here and sulk?
He's not really sulking.
I know, I'm being antagonistic.
I'm not sulking. I have a plan.
What's your
Good plan.
plan?
Working.
Can we
at the
help
moment.
with this plan of yours?
You can by leaving me alone.
Oh my god, this guy.
This fucking guy. Okay, listen, buddy. Here's how it's gonna go, right? Eventually, they're gonna break you down. You're gonna tell them everything, and then they're gonna kill you. Think they're gonna just fucking let you go? No, you're gonna die here. This is how it's gonna go. So you're either gonna come with us, stop being a little bitch, or you can die here. I don't give a shit, right?
Yeah, this guy's literally tied up like, tied up starved for 5 days. Aha, this is all part of my master plan. What a
Roll an
genius you
intimidation check, Leela.
Can I give advantage because I'm helping bullying this?
Yeah,
this
you
guy?
guys. You roll an advantage.
Yeah.
Roll one more.
Oh, 21.
Alright, yeah, it succeeds. He
That's what you
reluctantly
need.
he looks dejected and like, all right, fine.
Okay,
Good.
we free him. How's he tied up? Is he chained or?
It's just really tight rope.
Yeah, I'll cut him free.
He gets free, stretches a little bit, slowly stands up as best he can. You can clearly see from the garage. He's like, wearing prisoner garb, rags, nothing fancy, and you can clearly see that he is very weak.
Yeah.
It almost like if he were to get into a fight, he would fight at disadvantage.
So do you guys use this part of your master plan?
I was really hoping we could like set off a prisoner rebellion and that and they can take care of themselves, but the thing is we can't fight off all of this camp, right? Like we can agree with that. I think even those 4 veterans at the main tent would be more than we could handle, because that one veteran took ages to kill.
You also saw at least 32 kobolds at the start of the camp.
Yeah. We
And
did.
you know the ambush drakes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So if we were to leave you on your own now, what would you do?
I would escape and head back to Greenest. That's where you
How
said
would you
my
do that?
apprentice is.
Yeah. What would be your plan?
I'd sneak out of the camp.
Do you think you
Maybe.
could climb up? You're a monk, right? Do you think you could still climb up the cliff?
I probably could, but it might be more suspicious in the middle of the night climbing up a cliff.
Oh, they're all fucking drunk.
Do you think you've got a good plan for getting out of here?
I
What about the
do.
rest of them, though?
Okay, brilliant. Do you think you could lead some of these other prisoners out as well?
I can do
Like
that.
sneakily? Because we could make a distraction for you.
Let me see something real quick.
We're gonna have to split up here, but we can definitely make a distraction.
Let's see. Yeah, he can do it.
Okay. Okay, so, are there like weapons in this tent that these prisoners can use?
There are
Why would there be
some
weapons in a
farming
prisoner
tools.
tent?
That's about it. Really shoddy farming tools. Like a hoe, a pitchfork. All very crappy looking.
I have
Hey.
2 daggers I can spare. Does anyone have any melee weapons that they could spare and they don't mind losing?
I have
I have
have
some
an
hand
extra dagger.
axes.
something
have a
called
dagger and
an
a sickle.
armed strike, but that's my hand punching, so that's a
Yeah, you can't. Don't give your hands away. I think you need those. Okay, so we'll free the other prisoners at the front, give them all weapons, and let the monk lead them. With a distraction, we can set up a distraction for them to go.
And I'm assuming you
Does that sound good,
you
guys?
released the other prisoners earlier, or no?
We'll do this now with the monk because the monk's
Okay.
going to lead them. So we'll go outside with the monk. We'll start freeing prisoners. We'll arm the prisoners.
Give me
Um,
a stealth check real quick, because you're now in the middle of the night. You're now doing
Yeah.
something that is very suspicious, along with
Does,
the half elf.
Does the night time give us any kind of advantage?
You can. We'll do a group stealth check.
I mean, we're also kind of wearing the robes, so shouldn't that help us with the night? Since they are dark robes.
You'd think, but it's also suspicious that other members of the cult are walking around in their robes now, in the middle of the night.
Yeah, it just
Why is
depends
that
if someone's
suspicious?
looking. It depends if someone's looking directly at us.
Wait, I'm confused. Why is it suspicious that someone of the cult, inside of the cult base,
You've
is
noticed
walking
that
around-
a lot of the cultists don't wear their robes.
But also, we're not just walking around; we're freeing the prisoners.
Yeah, you're freeing prisoners. You're walking around with a prisoner.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, what I'm saying is that in the dark, with the dark robes, it's harder to see us. That's what I was asking.
It would be, but again,
You can ask, but when the DM gives an answer, you got to take it.
Well, I'm just trying to understand, that's all.
so you successfully free this first set of prisoners, and as you're going around and making it to this next set, you hear an alarm go off.
God damn it.
ah shit.
Okay, that's your go signal, guys.
You hear the horn. You hear the horn blow, and you hear, "Leosin's escaped."
Okay, so meet at the cave. Okay, guys? And I'm gonna run, and I've got a little plan.
So you're splitting off from the group, is what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna go over to this cliff that we spotted earlier.
Okay.
Before
What
we
is
get
your,
swarmed.
what is your plan, real quick?
I'm gonna thunder wave the cliff and see if I can collapse it.
Do you have to roll to hit
With the
Thunder
guard tower.
Wave, or
Hmm?
what does Thunder Wave do?
Thunder wave is my big boom.
You don't have to roll for a hit or anything.
No, it's a dodge. Cliff can't dodge.
Yeah, Cliff can't
Um,
dodge. Cliff is stationary.
Exactly.
Cliff has an AC of
Yeah.
-1.
So, I'm gonna power cast it as well. I'm gonna do it at 2. Okay, so you unleash a wave of thunderous energy. Each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you makes a con save. So on a failed save, creature takes 2d8, but it'll be 3d8 because I'm upcasting it. In addition, unsecured objects that are entirely within the cube are pushed back 10 feet from you, and a thunderous boom is audible from within 300 feet. So it is basically like a shockwave spell.
Okay, go ahead and roll for damage for me, and we'll go from there.
Has that done anything? Yeah, okay. So I've cast it, so I roll the damage.
10 damage.
That's
That
10.
is exactly enough to trigger this idea.
Let's go.
You charge up. Oh, so here's how everything will play out. You bolt off after the alarm is sounded. Leosin nods and then bolts forward with the other prisoners, dodging and maneuvering through as the camp begins to scramble. You see him dart off with the prisoners as best he can, keeping them in tow. And then you hear the other horn in the front go off as you hear, "Leosin, we've spotted him! He's heading away from the camp!" So all you know from that is that he is bolted away. You don't know if he's got the other prisoners or not, or where they are.
Yeah. This is the best we can do for him, honestly.
I'm going to assume and guess that Leela, Luna, and Hyon, you bolt to the cave
Yeah.
while all this happens. And then, as you get to the cave, you hear a mighty thunder crack. Not only do you hear a thunder crack, you see a streak of lightning bolt across the sky as you hear the thunderous boom from Red's thunder wave, as it not only cracks the rocks beneath it, it shatters them and bring down the cliff as it cascades in a landslide. Thankfully, Red is not in the danger zone, because she was smart
already
enough.
thought-
Running.
She was smart enough to thunder wave and then bolt the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
Like, I already
I'm
thought
running.
that bitch, the fucking lightning dragon's back. Like, you got me nervous for a second.
Me too.
And with that, you do hear a loud roar in the distance. Nowhere near
Oh,
you
man.
guys. Nowhere near, but you do hear it.
Yasha.
As the watchtower and the cliff face crumble, smashing the tents beneath it. The guards at the main tent just kind of still don't move. They're still there as you see them not even
Weird.
flinch.
I'm running around the back of the main tent. towards
Yeah,
the
as you
cave.
run through the back of the tent to get into the cave. And it is just pure pandemonium as like everything is going on. The alarm's been raised. But nobody seems to notice you. The 3 guards are still passed the fuck out.
I
Actually,
just looks at Red.
the
felt
3
good,
guards
didn't
that
it?
were there are no longer there.
Yeah. See, I said it was a good idea. We just had to do it at the right time.
But it did feel good.
I need to recorrect myself
did
onto
feel
something real quick. The
Yeah.
3 guards that were there are no longer there.
Oh no.
I should have killed them. Oh well.
Any signs that they left behind, or they just gone, like poofed
You
away?
just don't see anything. The beer mugs are still there.
Guys, we're missing 3 guards.
The kegger is still there, but nothing else is there.
Like, guys, I thought you said that there were guards here. Where are they?
You were the one with Red for the guards.
No, like, I'm saying Luna is like that. Like, she
Oh.
said that, like, we're missing the guards. I'm like, yeah, like, that's what it sounds like.
So you all bolt into the cave, correct?
Yeah.
I mean,
All right.
So I'd like to block
kinda
the
have
entrance
to.
to this cave.
Not without blocking yourself in. For all you know, this is the only entrance.
Yeah, good point.
Now, as we enter this cave, we're gonna take a 5-minute break. I need to use the restroom. So,
Coffee break.
always, if you guys ever need to feel like step away, just let me know. We'll take a small break. So we'll take a break right
it's
real
fun,
quick,
so-
and then we'll be back. I don't have my
Yeah,
break
we'll be right back there.
toggle on, so I'll just type out break real quick.
Just elevator music. Like,
It's elevator music.
All right, we'll be right back then, sir.
I'm back.
Rar.
Okay, I'm back.
Wow.
Everybody good?
Mhm.
Let me rename this coffee break real quick. So, no, keep it. Yeah, if you guys ever need to use the restroom or step away for a minute, just let us know. Just say, hey, DM, need to step away. Coffee break, what have you. Alright, so if is everybody ready? Or is everybody back, I should say?
I'm ready. I'm here.
Okay, I think the others are still away then.
Mhm. I think so.
I think it was a good point to take a small break.
Mhm.
This has been a fun session. It's nice to be back.
Mhm.
And you guys are really
Sure.
coming into the roleplay aspect. It's really fun. Like, I'm trying to let you roleplay, and then sometimes I'm like, maybe I should probably interfere or do something.
When I'm getting stabbed.
No, I mean, like, yeah,
Nah, it's
like
fun.
10 minutes of RP session and, progress a little bit at a time. I don't mind RP sessions and so forth. Ow.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's a RP game.
Yeah.
I always think the best campaigns are a good mix of both.
Yeah, that's always the perfect. Is you always want a mix of both. Otherwise, it's just either
Yeah.
too much goofiness or too much by the books.
No, I mean combat and roleplay.
Ah, yeah, that too. Once everybody's back, I need to know how you guys enter this cave.
With feet.
Who's first? Who's second?
Next.
Third? How you?
Oh, we're gonna
How
get an
the group.
initiative roll, aren't we?
I don't know.
Oh, we should have killed the guards. Oh well. There's a lesson for next time. I shall not be merciful next time. They'll call me red not because of my hair, but because I slit everybody's throat when I get the chance.
True. Yeah, it's true. Ow. Meow.
Meow, 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 meow.
Meow, 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 meow.
Meow, 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 meow.
Meow, meow.
I think we're just waiting for Crimson. Because I'm pretty sure I heard a meme. Or unless I'm losing my mind.
Why not both?
Probably both.
Yippee!
Because I keep wanting to add things to my model.
I
And I'm also like, I can't take advantage of this. It's like,
Hey,
this
I-
is
I
pretty
always-
cool.
always take more money.
Well, you never mentioned if you want me to pay for that part or not.
And you offered, so I'll take it.
Okay, how much is it going to be? You can DM me the price.
2 shawarmas and a Sprite.
Do you have a shawarma next to you? I don't know how to order online a shawarma.
Nah, I don't know. Depends how difficult it is.
I'm gonna swarm Yasha.
I'm gonna shawarma Yasha. No, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty then.
I'm gonna swarm you.
No,
Yeah.
You're gonna wrap her up in a shawarma.
no, I've
Yeah,
been so
shawarma.
good. I've been so good.
Have you?
Yeah.
Have you been good about getting your commissions done? And not spending 4 hours doing your dailies?
It's in my daily routine, okay?
Yasha
Planned
has to
out.
work 16 hours every single day. If she plays games, then she is bad.
I don't mind if she plays games. It's the joke about her taking forever to do dailies.
Hey, usually dailies take 2 hours, okay? And then 3,000 people join me, and then I can't do anything. Meow. Meow, 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 meow.
That's the only problem with playing a game where people can join you. You get distracted.
It's true.
It's like, I'm playing by myself. Yay! 12 people get on. Yay! I'm distracted.
Yeah, they really like to join me. I'm so popular.
Shut up, you love it.
Huh?
You love it.
Yeah. I mean, no.
Oh, Yasha, you're so nonchalant.
Yeah. I am.
Oh, I hate being so popular. I hate when all of my friends come and hang out with
Got
me. and play.
nourishment.
I wish I had
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Damn.
I almost into my window, so for that I think I needed to
I think we hear
Yeah.
your partner.
Man.
Yeah.
website.
What's he up to, Yasha? What's man update?
He's playing some racing game and he's yapping about his car.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think you hurt your
Boy
construction.
behavior. For real, for real.
Right? Boy behavior.
Oh, they like their cars. They like their little vroom vrooms.
What they do?
Little red racing car.
Little Lightning McQueen.
Yep. We discovered that there's a huge hole in Marcus's car.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Like the
Is it
exhaust
golden
or one
after-
that's not supposed to be there?
The one that's not supposed to be there.
Where
It's
is
like-
it?
It's like you know, like underneath, like the door
Oh!
frame.
Oh, Yasha, that's where your legs go. Have you not seen the Flintstones?
Oh,
Damn.
I'll Flintstone you.
What does that mean?
Would you like to know?
I think she would at this point. I think we all would.
No, you leave me be.
I'm coming for you,
Evil.
Kara. I'm
Evil
coming.
Yasha.
I am coming for you, Kara. I'm gonna
Evil
Flintstone you.
Yasha, no.
I'm gonna Flintstone you.
No, I'm gonna
I'm gonna
Schwarm
stone-
you. My Schwarm is more powerful than your
I'm
Flintstone.
gonna, Kara. I'm gonna stone you like in the good old times.
Oh no.
Sorry.
You'd be good at that.
Throwing stones? No, I have a horrible throwing hand.
Isn't it literally your country's national pastime?
No.
Like, why stone in the name?
But there was also like I found like
Oh, Kara, I can't say what I want to say to you.
I'm just waiting for Crimson.
Yeah, he's making his own sandwiches.
Okay.
Good. Make the man make his own sandwiches.
Yeah.
So true.
He took care of my nourishment first, so I'm sorry about that. He fed me first, now he's feeding himself.
I'll bring up the
Yeah,
coffee.
as he should.
I'll bring up
Did
the
he make
coffee
you the
break.
sandwich?
The notice still, since we technically aren't doing the DN session right now.
Did you get a sandwich, Meme?
I got some pasta.
Ooh, what kind of pasta?
It's like the pasta that looks like the one from mac and cheese. I don't know how it's called. Made with some sauce, Italian sauce. Tomato. Well, it's like a tomato sauce with Italian sausage little pieces
Yummy.
and some Parmesan.
Yummy.
Crimson made it. He's been cooking a lot ever since we moved.
Yeah. Do you have
Yeah,
a big
he seems to
kitchen?
like it. No, it's a small kitchen, but he seems to like it a lot.
Nice.
So I just let him cook. He seems excited. And now Chris is dying in the kitchen. Oh no. Can't hear him from my room. Chris, are you good? Nah, he's dead.
Go ahead and remove from the game.
Well, too bad.
I'm here.
Oh my god, he's alive. I was
Oh,
lied to
wow.
all these years.
I was brushing my fabulous hair and the food just went the wrong way.
Oh.
I was brushing my fabulous hair.
Hion's long locks.
That really made me laugh.
I mean,
Alright.
it is what happened.
Is everybody ready?
Yeah.
All right. We are going to switch over to a different map real quick.
Oh.
Let's see how fucked we are. Very
I
fucked.
think it might be time for some of this, guys.
Go ahead and put on some more epic music for me, if you would. Thank you.
Dungeon music now.
You all run through as the alarm sounds, and I take off the coffee break. As the alarm sounds and the things play, how do you guys enter this? How are you running into this cave? Who comes in first? Like, how does this all happen?
I guess I'll lead the party because what the fuck is it called? I'm
gonna guess Red would be last since you technically were doing something different
Yeah.
as you told them to head through.
I'll be the last one in, probably.
So Hyani would be the first one, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Leela and Luna, how would you guys enter?
I think I would be at the back.
You'd be at the back with Red.
Yeah.
All right, so Leela, you'd be in the back.
Yes.
Luna, what about you?
So I should be at the back too, since I'm a, bow user.
Well, that's ignoring the bow user. In the panic moment, how are you? Where would you be? Would you be near an ally? Would you be in the middle?
I guess I am on Hion's shoulder.
You're too big to be on Hion's shoulder.
I mean, Hyan can throw her over his shoulder.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant. Because I will panic and not.
All right.
And not.
I will say you
Hyan
drop
will be like,
Luna.
"God damn
You
it."
put Luna. You're running into the cave. You're carrying Luna.
Like
And
a sack of potato.
Hyon, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Be gentle.
You fail.
Oh no.
Did I even do the correct one?
Yeah, you did dex save.
Okay. I just clicked the first thing that I saw here.
And as you
Okay.
fail, let me find it. Because this is technically a grid-based map, so we can technically use this for combat. Let me find it real quick. I didn't think we were gonna get through this part today, technically.
Yeah, we
I
fucking
like the rules on
smashed
this
it. We smashed it. That was a really well executed plan, gang. Can I just take a moment to say that?
High five.
Hell yeah.
High five.
Five.
Now we kill.
Oh, not
Okay.
killing.
Yeah, it seems we're gonna kill soon.
Han, as you run through here, if I can figure this out, hold on.
You.
Dexterity saving throw, you failed. You're going to take 5 slashing damage as
Wow.
a scimitar comes
Scimitar.
sliding through hitting your armor and cutting you. You drop Luna, I'm guessing, from the strike. So Luna, you're gonna fall right about here. And because this is technically a surprise, Luna, I'm gonna have you make a dexterity saving throw as well.
Dexterity. Is that on the top or on the list?
On the top left. And the top.
Yeah. Right, should be right under your character's title, name and stuff.
Dexterity.
I mean, naturally, elf is more dexterous than me.
Yeah. Let's see. Technically, you actually fail too.
Wow. We both suck.
You will
Seems so.
take 9 slashing damage
El Diablo.
as you
How
now
the fuck did you
need.
take more damage?
You all need to roll for initiative. As you have been surprised by 2 Dragon Claw soldiers.
Oh, motherfucker.
Yo, look at these guys.
Wow, I got a 9.
I'm curious. Let me check what they look like. I want to see what we're facing. Oh, they look.
I'm looking at
So
my
they're
map,
just-
but I'm not seeing the pins. Wait a moment.
So they're just humans with.
They're
outfits.
they're higher rank cultists basically.
Yeah.
I thought they were something else, but they're apparently just higher rank cultists. I thought they were like
Look,
slight dragons or something like that. But
Yeah, I mean,
we're blind.
what's up?
Where are the pins on the map? I'm blind. Don't worry, I got it.
Now, because this was a surprise round for you guys, on you, the enemy will get to act first, and then your turns will proceed.
Didn't they just do that? Didn't they make 2 attacks already?
Yeah, technically, we'll go with that because it was, dexterity saving throws on a surprise attack. Combat will resume like normal. So if you want to put some combat music on real quick.
Yes, I can. Are we okay with The Witcher? Yeah, we'll want The Witcher. There we go.
So as you have these 2 dragon claws come in and cut Hion and Luna. Hion first getting cut, dropping Luna, and then Luna getting struck, getting attacked from the surprise.
Good thing Luna didn't get fall damage from being dropped.
I mean, it's only a couple feet. I'm not gonna make that kind of fall damage.
I mean, she fell in her ass.
You don't know how she fell?
I
It's
was
dark
the
as
one holding
shit.
her. I know how she fell.
It is dark.
Scraping damage.
This, before I go further, this is okay. So I'll explain real quick what the area is. It is a cave, very dimly lit, echoing sounds of other things marching, going forward. And as you can finally make way into the cave, the ceiling's about 15 feet high, so it is quite cramped. Almost, it's somewhat cramped for someone of Leela's size. You can still move, but it is going to be a little hard. Maybe in the future if other areas are lower. So that's what basically the area is. And combat starts. Red, you are up.
Hey.
Wait, when did we roll
This-
for initiative?
Oh, did you not roll?
I think I forgot. Let me roll. Sorry. Yeah, looks about right. Quick question before we start. Since you mentioned spell components, are we using spell components in the end?
I'm going to say for very specific things. The only reason I was asking for that specific one is just because if you're being played prisoner and all of a sudden you hear one of your prisoners start chanting, it would be suspicious.
Okay, but otherwise...
Otherwise, like in
Suspicious.
combat, I'm not gonna worry too much about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Because that's the last thing I was thinking about when selecting spells.
Yeah, I'm
No,
not
you
like
don't really have to think about it ever. So
Yeah, like,
the way
unless
it
I
works
ask
is
you.
spellcasters have component pouches and focuses that let them just cast their spells. Unless those are taken away, and then you need to go and find the specific items. That most DMs never do that. I've never done.
Yeah, like I just wanted to ask just in case.
But some spells will state a specific gold cost to the item. Those you always need to pay. So you, like, for example, resurrection spells always need an amount of diamonds, depending on how powerful the spell is. If you don't have those diamonds, you can't cast the spell.
I see. Okay.
But that's only if it has a gold cost attached to it, and the spells will tell you.
Alrighty. Thank you for
Yeah.
clarifying.
Yeah, no problem.
Before the combat starts, can I cast one of the cantrips?
You have been surprised. So,
Okay.
no.
Yeah. I'm also adjusting to the surprise as well, because I usually have, like, pre-combat stuff I like to do.
Okay, just asking.
Yeah,
Then I'll do
unfortunately.
it when my turn comes around.
Yeah, so you guys have to start with no preparation. You don't get to Batman it today.
Yeah. Hey, it's only fair. I mean, how many surprise rounds have we taken this campaign?
I think at least 6.
We're the
A
main
lot.
characters, we're allowed to.
I'm gonna cast Mage Armor, because it lasts the whole day.
Alright. You can cast Mage Armor.
So that is my action, unfortunately, but I think it's probably going to be useful. Yeah. Oh god, that is just my action, isn't it? So my AC is going to be 16, because I don't have my Blade Song active. How do I change that manually again? Customize, override 16. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to. I should commit to this. I get a whole day's worth out of it. So I don't think there's much else I can do though with a bonus action. I could buff my weapon for an hour, but I don't. Oh no, I can't do 2 spells in a turn.
Okay, I do have to ask something again. One of my spells says that I expend dice. What does that mean?
Probably means you would have to roll it for something.
What spell is it?
The Healing Light Expend Healing. It says you heal yourself or one creature you can see by expending dice from the pool. You can expend up to 4. You regain all expended dice when you finish a long rest.
That means you can choose how many dice you want to use to heal, I think.
Yeah, I think you start with an amount of dice, like a pool of dice. So let's say it's 4d6, and then you can choose how many of those to roll at a time when you use the thing.
Yeah, then they would
And
reset
how
after.
do I know how many I have?
It should tell you.
Yeah, I should say.
It doesn't say it.
Just have another read. Once I've done my turn, I can start looking into that for you.
Oh, I see it here. It says the number of dice in the pool equals 1 plus your warlock level. Okay, so I have 4 dice essentially.
Okay.
Oh, that explains why I have 4 things I can put here. I think. Whatever.
Okay, so Red, your
Thank you for
turn.
explaining.
I'm just gonna kind of back up against the wall. That's all I can really do. I'm gonna activate my Mage Armor. That's
Okay.
it. My boring turn.
And the next up is the Dragon Claw. A next to Luna. You are still in his path. You are still next to him, so he's going to try to strike at you, Luna.
Oh.
He is... Let's see. They are not within 5 feet, so that doesn't affect them. So he's going to do... He's going to do 1 strike at you. He's not at advantage. There's a 13 hit.
Let me see. Well, I'm not sure because my armor class is 13.
It would hit.
Okay.
So I'm going to roll damage for that one. Take 4 damage.
Oh no.
And then he's going to do a second attack.
How much HP do you have left?
13, why?
I'm just making sure because it's not showing.
There's a
Can
19
we
hit.
put the HP on?
19?
Yes.
Of course it does.
Okay. And you're going to take 5 more damage.
Oh my god.
Are we able to put the HP on the tokens or something?
I can see it in the battle, in the initiative order. I don't know if you guys can see it.
We cannot. At least I cannot.
Yeah, Luna has... For the sake of this, Luna is very bloodied.
I'm asking because I am the healer, so it would be nice to know the HP
You
of
guys,
everyone.
you guys can say it to yourselves. I personally am going to try to give it to you in, not full out
Yeah,
words.
you just say, I'm like nearly full. I could use a little healing. I'm badly hurt. That kind of stuff. Remember, it's not a video game.
Yeah, like for
Could use
for,
that
for healing,
very much.
for healing, I'll say this: for healing, I don't mind you meta healing. Like, oh, I have 2 hit points. Could you heal me? That's fine. I personally would just say they're bloodied. I'm not gonna try to influence your turn. So Hyon, that is the Dragon Claw's turn. Your turn is up.
How? Luna rolled higher in the initiative. How am I?
Oh, because Luna, it's your turn. Hyon, you go last.
Should be last time.
Wait, I rolled
Yeah.
9 initially. How much did you roll?
I rolled
And you
4.
rolled a 4.
So I should
'Cause
go
I
after
forgot
you
Hyon.
and Luna.
And I pulled his last initiative from the previous combat.
Yeah, it probably did. I think it rolls 11 automatically for some reason. So Luna, you're up next. Hyon, you go last. Just make sure to remember that.
Okay.
Okay, so there's a dragon claw right beside me. I'm gonna try to shoot his eye because that fucking hurt.
You're gonna roll at disadvantage because you're gonna try to shoot him with your bow.
No, sorry. I got a Sinclair with me. Simtar, sorry. I got a Simtar with me. I'm gonna do that.
Did you want to? No, I can't say anything. I'm DM. I forgot about that.
Also, don't we have her eagle with us, or spirit bird, or is it still outside?
It's with you guys.
Can the bird join the battle?
That is correct. The bird is there. Where is it? Because there's no token for your companions for some reason.
Oh.
I gotta grab a sticker.
Make sure you don't put a corpse this time.
They don't have much. There's an actual. I don't know if that's a corpse or not. There are no birds.
Alright, let me see if I hit this dragon claw right in my ass. It's a 21 hit.
I'm pretty sure that hits. Give me 1 second.
You know what? This will work. Here. It looks bird enough.
Yeah, that's bird enough. We'll have the bird be right next to you, Luna.
Okay.
Just make sure to remember the stat block for your bird. Let me bring up the Dragon Claw stat block. Yes, 21 does hit.
Alright, damage.
You're rolling at disadvantage, though, so you do need to roll one more time. Wait. You said sword, right?
Sorry. Yeah, I said sword.
Okay, my bad. I'm stupid. He'll take
He's
4
gonna take 4
damage.
damage. I'm gonna stab his eye.
That's weird. Okay. Why is he further back?
Oh no.
I thought you moved him.
I might have moved him by accident. Okay,
I'm gonna
is
stab
there
him
anything else you can do?
The bird.
How does your bird work?
I have no idea. I have the line of the beast here on my sheet. Yeah, I got Primal Companion, Restored Beast. I don't know how to change it to the bird.
Beast of the Sky. AC 13 plus your Wisdom modifier. HP 4 plus 4 times your Ranger level. It has 10 feet of normal movement speed and 60 flight. Doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. Proficiency bonus to any check, ability check or saving throw. It has dark vision. And it has Beast Strike. Melee attack roll bonus equals your spell attack modifier. Can reach 5 feet. Hit 1d4 plus 3. Plus your wisdom modifier slashing. God damn. So you can move it. You can move it. It can have an attack, whatever you need to, whatever you want it to do.
So this is the bird, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
the sticker's the bird. Each square is 5 feet. Still, for movement.
Okay, so let's move the bird here. Let's have him slash his eyes. Because I'm kind of out of this fucking dragon claw. How do I?
So you will, for a hit, you will roll 1d4 plus 3
D4?
plus your wisdom modifier slashing.
I will roll a D4.
Kara, can you help us understand what this means?
Yeah, what's the issue?
For the beast strike, for the beast
Yeah.
of the sky, I'm trying to understand how to roll the damage for it, or the hit, and the damage.
Beast of the Sky. Shred. So it's 1d4 plus 3 plus proficiency bonus. That's what I see on mine. So proficiency bonus would probably still be only 2. What's my sheet? Yeah. So it's plus 5. So it's a d4 plus 5.
So roll 1d4
So
plus
that's 7
5.
damage then.
But that's the
You can't
hit,
roll the
right?
2.
Yeah, well, I already see a d4 roll, so... Wait, has there been a to hit roll?
That's what I mean. It says... It doesn't...
Okay.
It doesn't really say. It says melee attack roll bonus equals your spell attack modifier.
Yeah, so it's spell attack modified to hit. So you can work that out on the... let's have a look here. Okay, so, Luna, if you go to your character sheet, and you go to the spells tab, you should see a spell attack bonus there. Mine's plus 4.
Above the search bar.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So how
I
much
see
is
it.
your spell attack?
Spell attack plus 5.
Okay, cool. So roll a d20 and plus 5.
Okay.
D20.
Can you not just click that? That's a shame.
Yeah, I don't know why they did it that way.
Too much effort.
11, so that'd be 16. The AC of Dragonclaw is 14, so that does hit.
And then the damage has already been rolled, so
1d4.
7 points of damage.
Plus 3. Okay, so 7 damage to it.
Yeah, so it's 2 plus 3 plus 2.
And it moved again.
Why does it do that? Maybe I'm
Try to
maybe I'm
run
grabbing
away.
it by accident. All
He's
right.
trying to run away. He's afraid.
Anything else for your turn?
That will be it.
All right. Dragonclaw B right in front of Hyon. He's gonna ready his scimitar to strike you down. Let's see. I don't think any of the other things, any of the other stuff triggers. Well, he's not rolling at advantage, so. Alright, he's gonna roll to hit. There's a 21 hit.
Yes.
Take
Fairly certain it does.
9 points of damage, slashing damage.
9.
And he's gonna roll for his second hit. Does a 9 hit?
Against armor class?
Yeah.
Then no.
Okay. So he strikes you with the first attack, and then he runs up with the second one and whiffs. That is all he can do. Leela, you're next.
Yippee! So I'm gonna move
Leela smash.
Leela Smash. I'm gonna move right over here. I'm gonna enter Rage as one does. Give me a sec.
As one does.
That's one
Yeah,
barbarian does.
As one barbarian does. You gotta enter Rage. Where the fuck is my Rage?
Is it trapped in a cage?
Yeah. Yep, I got activated Rage, which also activates my Wild Surge. Where is it? I just had it. There we go. And entering Rage activates my Wild Surge, meaning I'm gonna roll a 1d8 and see what happens.
You rolled an 8.
What do you get? What do you get?
Okay. Ooh. A bolt of light shoots from your chest. Another creature of your
You cut off.
You're cutting out? Yeah.
It's hard to hold the button.
Oh.
So you said
Okay,
a bolt
so,
of
yeah.
light shoots out.
Shoots from your chest. Another creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet of you must succeed a Constitution saving throw or takes 160 radiant damage and be blinded until the start of your next turn, until your rage ends. Until your
Blinded is
rage ends,
crazy.
you can use this effect again on each of your turns as a bonus action.
Iron Man!
That is crazy. So yeah, I choose to strike the guy, the Dragon Claw A, with
Alright.
with my big bright beam of light
You
from
said he's got to make a
between my
Constitution
tits.
saving throw.
Yes.
What's the DC? You rolled a 7. I'm pretty sure he fails.
Yes. Sorry, I forgot to press the button yet. DC is 11.
Okay, so yeah, he fails with a 7.
Yes, and he takes what is it? 1d6.
Okay, go ahead and roll that. Takes 1 point of damage.
Damn.
Minimum
He's
damage.
blinded also.
Huh?
He's also blinded.
Yeah, it keeps pushing him back for some reason.
Interesting.
I don't know why it does that.
But yeah, Bro is now also blinded, and I still have my main attack, because those were all bonus actions. Haha.
What does blinded do, does it say? I'm guessing it's just disadvantage.
I guess, I mean, it doesn't really say. It should be somewhere in effects, I guess. You can, like, search it up what it does. Or Kara, do you know? Kara, honey?
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Tell us about being blinded.
Oh, blinded condition. Well, you have the blinded condition, you experience the following effects. Can't see. You can't see and automatically fail any ability checks that require sight. Attacks affect attack rolls. Attack rolls against you have advantage, and your attack rolls have disadvantage.
Yes. Yeah,
So he
I
has-
would have needed to look that up as well. I wouldn't know that off the top of my head.
I
Slay.
think
Okay,
they
It's,
have
it's
so
a
yeah.
good debuff. It's a good debuff. It's really
Very
good,
good.
for... It's very powerful against melee attackers, or like, ranged attackers too. Spellcasters manage better with it, but...
Yeah.
The DM guidebook
And-
comes in to save the day.
Yeah.
Nice!
And then I also do my
Actually, the player's
actual
handbook.
action now, and I use my hammer. I use it with both hands so I can do bigger damage.
You will roll at
And I-
advantage, by the way.
Oh, sick.
Doesn't matter,
Well,
you
do
hit
I-
21.
Do I need to roll again?
No. I mean, if you want to, you can. It don't matter. You roll a 20, you hit either regardless.
Awesome.
Go ahead and roll for damage.
Jesus Christ.
You go down with
Awesome.
your hammer and you obliterate him. You smash him down,
Yippee.
and he is crushed beneath your hammer as his head explodes with viscera and bone. It is gory as he falls over dead on the ground. And is now anything else for your turn?
No, that is...
Was that it?
You cut
Sorry,
off again.
I keep forgetting to push my button.
You're fine.
1, 2. I think I moved 10. How much movement speed do I have? 35 in total, so I have 15 of movement still.
Yeah.
Yeah, I move a bit. I move over,
Okay.
so I can be kind of fall there.
All right. If that's
Yeah,
your
and
turn,
that's it.
Hyon, you are up next.
Alrighty. Okay, so I was trying to read what to do here, but I think I have
I'm
it.
gushing out blood and coughing and hissing.
You're fine. You're off to the side. Just stay there on the side for the time being. Aya just puffs annoyed at this situation and cracking his fist, he prepares the Eldritch Blast to strike the what's his name in front of him, the Dragon Claw. Let me roll for this hit. Oh, you gotta be shitting me. I mean,
Your Eldritch Blast whiffs past him. You're panicked. You were slashed. You just saw Luna get stabbed and cut a lot, and you feel like she's on her last leg, and you're panicking in this moment.
okay then. Since the Eldritch Blast, can I still do a bonus action if I whiff with a 1?
Do you have something that can bonus action?
Yes. I'll use Healing Words to restore Luna's HP.
What are you saying to Luna as you heal her? Because it is a verbal component.
Oh no.
I just look at her like, get that bow ready. It's it's up to you now. Wait, it says 2d4, so I need to roll 2d4s, right?
Yep.
How the fuck?
Can you just click on it?
Yeah, like I was doing it through the bonus action menu, so I didn't find the thing. So let me pull up the spell menu. 2d4 plus 4, apparently.
All
So I
right.
heal her that much.
Luna, you take 11 points of healing.
Oh my god.
Your wounds start to close up. The stab wound you received seals. But you're still hurting.
Oh my god, I could have cast Hellish Rebuke when he hit me. Well, oops. Maybe next time.
You're still learning your classes, and we've been away for a while. Anything else for
I
your turn,
forgot I had
Hyon?
the reaction. Yeah, that's it.
All right, Red, you are up.
Red. I'm gonna swoop and stab. And on my attack, I'm going to wreath my blade with sonic energy, like a hedgehog. And I'm going to cast a booming blade cantrip as well as part of this attack.
What does that do?
So it's like a delayed hit. So if I hit him, then it's going to put a vibration in him, and if he moves away from me, the vibration triggers, and he takes more damage.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. I
I
doubt
think
he'll
he'll
do
have
it,
a
but
chance.
it's I can do it for free with an attack, and I was going to attack him anyway, so why not?
All right, go ahead and do whatever you need to do.
Rapier stab!
Yeah, that
Oh, you guys don't like
misses.
my war cry? My
You
cool war
you come
cry?
close, but he kind of dodge. He leans to the side as your rapier stab misses him.
You don't hit Leela, right?
No.
Oh god.
Again?
My sword doesn't reach her from this far, it's not that long. Okay, that's my turn.
Yeah, don't I know?
All right, Luna, you're up.
Okay, let's see. So there's still. Wait. I looked away for a second. I don't see the dragon claw on my ass anymore.
He's dead.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah, I squished it.
Leela smashed his skull, and there's now blood and gore all over you.
So there's a dragon claw close to Hyon and Brett. So I'm gonna use my bow to try and hit him. Think I won't roll at disadvantage at this distance, will I?
Don't think so.
No, it's only if they're in melee range.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna use my bow. Let's see if I hit and I hit this sucker.
Should
bow,
be
bow,
fine.
bow, bow, here it is. No, I'm not fine.
The arrow goes past him as he continues to wonder how you guys are so bad at your job.
Listen, there's blood on my face, okay?
Anything
He's
else?
like, how did you get this far?
Blood on your face. Big disgrace.
Let's move the... Oh, I don't think the bird will get all the way there.
I think the bird has 60 feet of flight.
It will? Can it fly over people? I'll have to use up to squares.
I mean, it's
I mean,
got.
assuming
I
there's-
moved
Assuming our
right
heads aren't
past you.
scraping the roof.
I mean, I'll let it
Yeah,
like.
I moved right past.
Like I,
You know,
I,
like,
I,
get the-
like you guys can move past each other and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Um,
so
Even if you took this road, it would still only be 30 feet, so...
Yeah,
so
each
it's fine.
square is 5 feet, so
Oh, the bird will move here, and he's gonna try to squash this guy here. And
God, this
we
Dragon Claw is
literally
getting
trapped him
foursomed.
just now. Yeah, he really just trapped him just now.
So it's what,
D20, right?
D-
D20.
D20 plus 5.
D20. Plus 5. That's an 8. Are you kidding me?
Thank you. Sorry, I'm...
That misses.
Yeah.
Your
That's a blind bird.
beast of the sky strikes down with its beak or talons, and the Dragon Claw continues to just survive somehow. Anything else for your turn?
Bastard.
I'm here tanking the hits and you guys are missing.
And the Dragon Claw is next. As he sees you guys all trying to gangbang him, he's going to ready his blade to strike high on again. Does an 8 hit?
Nope.
Alright.
He's also very flanked.
Pretty
Another
much.
8? Are you kidding me?
Does a 10 hit?
Nope.
He draws down this with his scimitars and he tries to strike Hyon, but he misses. Because he's panicking in this moment just as well, because Hyon, he's now being gangplanked by a bird and very tall person with horns and another person. He is
Ion is just moving to the
scared.
side like...
Leela, it is your turn.
I shoot him. Oh, yeah, so I can use the light as a bonus action. So I strike him with a big beam of light from between my tits. And go pew, and yeah,
It's an 11, right?
Constitution saving throw. Yes, 11, please.
You rolled a 3.
So
He is now blinded.
So he's blinded and he takes. Wait, how much was it?
I think it was 1d8,
Is it 1d6?
1d6s.
1d6. Minimum, holy shit, minimum damage again.
Gamma, bro. Well, at least it's blinded now. And I also roll to hit.
Go ahead and roll the hit.
Okay,
Pretty sure
so
that hits because you have advantage.
Yep.
So if you can roll again if you like, see if you can get a crit. You don't, but you do hit him
same
either way.
numbers as before, though. I hit him either way.
Go ahead and roll for damage.
Aww.
He takes 6 points of bludgeoning damage, right?
Yep.
All right. Hyon. Well, is that all for your turn?
Yes.
Hyon, you are up next.
Alright, let's try this again.
This feels oddly similar to the veteran fight.
This time I'm here though.
I know.
So,
So-
let-
Go
yeah.
ahead.
No, I was gonna say so like, oh no, it's pretty true to how it would have gone, anyways.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Seems pretty legit to me. Alrighty then, let's see if Eldritch Blast hits this time. You are fucking with me right now.
You roll an advantage. You do roll an advantage, so you get to roll again.
Yeah, roll again. He's
Where
blinded.
did the advantage come from?
He's been blinded.
blinded.
He's blinded.
Imagine if it was 1 again.
You just hit him. You have just got enough. Your Eldritch Blast hits him.
Okay, so now Hyon being angry with this guy grabs him by the mouth and releases the Eldritch Blast straight into his mouth.
For 7
7
points of damage. He is looking very bloody. He looks like he could collapse at any moment if you guys would stop whiffing. And Red, you are up.
Reds!
The god is throwing shade at us, guys.
Yeah, this dragon claw is throwing shade as he gets hit with a rapier. That hits. Go and roll for damage. He has been stabbed and he falls to the ground dead.
Oh, we got one!
You mean two?
He gets stabbed in the heart and just dies.
Well, actually, I think I've killed an awful lot of people today with that rock slide. I didn't really stop to look, but
Technically, you did
a
kill
lot
bunch
of those
people.
tents aren't there anymore.
Imagine if this was based on XP leveling. You would have leveled up a few times there.
Combat is over,
Yippee!
and you have all
is
entered
so
in.
good.
You have all now entered the cave after freeing Leosin and brutally murdering 2 of these dragon claws. Somehow stealthily avoiding a lot of things.
Somehow.
But in the
Somehow,
distance,
competently,
in the distance, you can hear something cry out. Not so much a cry, but a howl, a battle
Ooh,
cry. As you can hear something specifically for Leela.
Shit.
Leela, you all hear this, but Leela specifically can hear this as, I welcome a challenge.
Oh, but here we
As
go
it
again.
echoes throughout the cave
Oh.
from a voice
okay.
you can moderately hear. You recognize as the Dragonborn you fought at Greenest. And that is where we will end the session.
Ah.
yippee!
Oh, wow.
Hey, at least we got to fight.
You
It
did.
Yeah.
was rusty, but we got to fight.
I can't believe how well that plan went. That was so satisfying.
Oh yeah, it went so well.
But you've now made it into the Dragon Hatchery. And let me check something
You think he
real
laid
quick.
all those eggs?
I mean, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised.
All right, yeah, you guys are in the Dragon Hatchery now.
Yippee!
A little worse for wear, being spotted. A little suspicion of where these 3 guards went. But you have freed Leosin. For what you know, you've freed most of the prisoners.
For all we know.
So all in all, a good session. You guys did a very good RP.
They do level up.
Nope, not yet.
Then
But
I will say, if you guys didn't gang up on that bottom one, I would have just cast light on that rock there so we can see better. But at the end, I'm like, you guys saved Luna. There's no point in healing her. Let's try attacking this other guy. And then
Welcome
it's
back.
but with combat done, you hear the challenge from the Dragonborn echoing through the distance. And that's the end. You are now in a dark cave with very minimal lighting. But you're in there. And
in the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
how did you guys I know Yasha, you mentioned you might not be able to do it next week.
Yeah, cause fuck, like I don't know, like cause on Saturday we're gonna go to Marcus's parents' place, cause for his mom's birthday, and they're gonna stay overnight. I don't know what time I'm gonna get back home, but also I'm getting a wisdom tooth out on Tuesday. So
This Tuesday?
yeah. Yes.
Yeah, that would probably not be a good week to try to talk.
Yeah, not with
Yeah.
that removed.
Yeah.
So we'll plan for not this Sunday, but next Sunday, if that's all right.
Yeah, that
Fine
should
with me.
work for me as far as I know.
Same
If anything comes up, of course, just let us know.
Yeah.
Of course.
But we will promise you guys we'll have more than 1 or 2 sessions in a row. One day.
One vibes allows it.
But
Yeah.
I am glad to be back. It was very fun. I look forward to the next session.
Me too.
'Cause we're getting into the more deep stuff. I fumbled a little bit
It-
on how some of the things should have happened. Mainly the Leosin part. I think I could have done a lot better.
No, you did fine. Don't worry about it.
But I
That
had
was
fun.
believable.
I hope you guys had
Me
fun.
too. We had fun. I did.
But I think that is it for us today. Unless you guys have something you guys want to talk about real quick.
Not really.
No,
Not
I
really.
actually, my food just got here, so I actually am going to dash. But it was a
Alright.
fun session. Thank you guys.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
We're just
Bye-bye.
Have a good meal,
Bye.
Tara. Bye bye.
Happy Mother's Day.
Bon appetit.
Indeed, happy
Oh, yeah,
Mother's Day
Rosie-
to all the mothers, including Mama Yasha, who's not technically a
Yeah.
mother, but she is a mother.
Yeah, I'm a mother. I give birth a lot. Giving birth again on Monday. On Monday on stream.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah. Continuing to give birth.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. Yippee.
But thank you, chat, for those who stopped by. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. We'll be back another time. Until then, enjoy yourselves. As I randomly say, make love, not waffles. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.